San Antonio's Sports Center.
If you stayed up, you saw a thriller. The Atlanta Falcons came from 14 down to beat Tampa Bay 29-28 behind Kirk Cousins' 373 and 3 touchdowns. The Cowboys are in prime time again as they take on the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night. CeeDee Lamb, who suffered a concussion on last Thursday's loss to the Lions, was a full participant in practice and is on track to play. In the NBA, the Spurs are headed to Las Vegas for the NBA Cup semifinals against the Thunder. Tomorrow night, the tip is set for 8 o'clock. When asked if there was a chance for Wemby to return for the game, head coach Mitch Johnson said, "Very much so." I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Talk.
Sports Center brought to you by Centergenics. Book your appointment at fixmylowteam.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Vic, you know you're not supposed to put the headphone or the camera on me until my headphones are on. Thanks.
All right.
Good morning, everybody. Vic's making me look bad already out of the gate. Well, thanks.
It wasn't that hard to do.
No, it's not.
I didn't have to push the button.
You didn't have to work too hard on that one, but good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing out there? Happy Friday, more
Yes,
like
sir.
it. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Although I'm exhausted, man.
Well, from what?
I don't know. This has been what felt like to be a pretty fast week.
It's been a really fast week.
Until this morning, man. I woke up this morning like, man, again? My alarm went off again?
Yeah.
You're going off again?
Well, you knew it was going to go off today.
Well, a man can dream, and I think I was.
But dreaming that Dax would call you saying, "No, you don't have to come in today."
I was thinking you did such a good job this week, Rob. Why don't you just stay home?
Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks for backing me up on the AJ stop singing thing, man. We're gonna give you the day
I really
off.
appreciated the way you laughed and fell out of your chair when I said that.
Yeah.
That really led gravity to the moment. I appreciate the way that you
I appreciated
pointed
it when I
snickered at him. And
when I looked over and I asked you and Vic what you guys think of this edict, and you guys both nodded your head and said, "Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
I'm down.
Makes a lot of sense."
Sometimes it's the
a
truth.
couple songs.
So, but
Man,
day two.
Day two of a song-free, and of course it's a Friday. I can't even sing the Friday song.
I think maybe.
I can't even sing
you know
"Finally
what,
Friday"
AJ?
by George Jones.
No, we'll just do the part.
No, here's what I think. And this is my advice. If you had come to me and said, as a man who's been around the block a few times, obviously, you're limping.
Mm-hmm.
How would I handle this? I would go, I think you deserve a segment a week. I think you should be able to throw out a Friday song.
You know,
I don't think that alone, if it was, thing that we knew was coming.
Yeah. Appointment radio.
See, that's where I'm headed. See, you talk your suit's language. You use the lingo.
Coming up at 8 o'clock, where you're going to hear AJ sing the Friday song.
No, it's like you just know that at a certain time every Friday that you're going to cut loose. And I think if we're all aware of the impending storm,
yeah,
we can prepare appropriately.
Well, maybe we can bring that up in the meeting on Wednesday.
I think that would be a worthy, like you get a Friday little medley.
Because there's a lot of people who are very upset by this, I've noticed.
Well.
I've gotten a lot of texts, tweets, people on the brigade bar. There's
great
rage.
Sadness abounds. Rage.
Yeah, despite all their rage, they're still just rats in a cage.
That's the kind of thing that causes unrest. That's the kind of thing that the suits go, see what he's trying to do to me?
Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like it at all.
They don't like fun. They never have.
No, but we'll see. We'll see if Dak softens his stance on this.
You get a little Friday. Sing along with a 13-year-old girl. Everybody should get to do that once a week.
Because we're partying, like.
Yeah.
No, Vic's allowed to sing. It's just not me.
No, there shall be no singing.
No, I think you guys are allowed to sing. It's just not me.
It's like the dude.
He doesn't like
Monty
me to
Python.
sing. That's what it is.
There'll be no singing while I'm here. Looks like I
Well,
have a bow tie on. This was not a very good choice of attire. Look like I'm about to strip down and do some Thunder from Down Under look.
the quarter zip with a
You think I've got a thong on under here?
You got a tuxedo.
the quarter zip with a polo is an interesting look. Like, because you are a button all the way to the top polo guy. A quarter zip doesn't work with that.
I was
Because now you're double collared.
well. Ordinarily,
Oh yeah.
you wouldn't notice the collar, but because it's different than the shirt, it looks like I'm wearing a bow tie.
Yes. No, yeah, that's not your best choice. I mean, look, you've had worse choices on Aggie Fridays.
Says
I mean,
the dude that's covered in that weird color that doesn't exist on Earth.
it's
other
not
than
even the same. Look at that. This is just regular orange.
Oh no, they paid the licensing. Oh, they didn't pay the licensing fee, so they got real close.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, it's off by 1%.
It's like a small percentage. It's like a mix between
0.05.
Tennessee and Texas.
This is more like that orange.
yeah, it's like a mix between Tennessee
This
and
is
Texas.
meep Roadrunner.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I will say, and all kidding aside, it is the next. You see that, you know exactly the school, that's awesome.
It's not meant to be a school though.
But yes, it is.
I don't think it is.
Yes, it is. I mean, Roback has a whole. I guarantee you go to
But
their
they
website.
they have some that you can buy that are Texas branded.
I promise you, you go Texas and you look at what's stacked. There's one of those.
I'm going to see right now.
Because unless you went there, you ain't buying that.
What do you mean?
It's just not a color that is
I didn't go there.
seen in nature. But no, you didn't. But I shouldn't say that. But you were in the bubble.
Huh. Yeah,
And
I
you've
don't.
been a Texas fan. I mean, unless you're a fan of that's just not a common color. Neither is my schools. You don't see a lot of people walking around in maroon.
I
It's
would
not like off the rack. People go, you know what? This orange, this bright
Oh,
orange,
yeah.
is a color I'm really going to put on today.
But I would wear maroon indiscriminately. I don't.
I wouldn't
I don't-
wear it unless
I-
it was part of the school. I'm not saying mine's any better than yours, but I'm just saying that there's so many different variations of maroon that you really can't tell. But when you see orange like that, you go UT, and that's awesome. If you're about brand and singularity and understanding, that works. But when you see that color, the assumption is, I don't care where you are in the country, that you're hook 'em horns.
Well,
And I could walk around in a maroon, and I could be OU, Ole Miss, Yale. I mean Harvard. I mean
there are
all kinds of maroon, and they call it crimson or garnet or maroon. It's all about the same.
there are several officially licensed.
I didn't say this was licensed. That's what I'm saying. They didn't pay the licensing fee. They threw a little lightener in it and got real close.
But they do pay the licensing
on that
fee.
one, yeah.
So for a lot of them,
And
this
what's the
isn't one
difference?
of them.
Well, how much is the cost difference?
Between the one I have and this one that's branded, let's see.
$40.
I don't think it would be that much, but I bet there should be a difference.
The quarter zip, the Texas branded quarter zip, is $148.
Yeah, that dead cow costs something.
Boy,
Okay.
oh boy, that is.
How much is the regular one?
It
Normally
looks
around
like
about 100.
they're
150.
like 126
They're
is what
there.
they look like. So, it's about
see,
a $22 logo.
You could get that and just say, or you could go $25 more and get the actual dead cow on it.
But I think, I mean, orange doesn't automatically have to associate.
No,
to the school.
not all oranges. That orange. That's a good thing. I'm not being negative.
Yeah.
Because that is something that every brand seeks to get is, uniqueness, singularity. You see that, like the logo, which also, as an Aggie, I'm envious of, which is absolutely perfect. It's ideal.
But when I bought this shirt, I didn't buy it as a Longhorn shirt.
Not as overtly, probably not. But I can guarantee you it's not an impulse buy by anybody in the greater College Station Bryan area just going, I
think that's what it is. I think when you're in the mix of it,
no, dude.
it's
I
like
would
Crips
like to,
and Bloods.
I just don't believe that there's a bunch of that color orange being purchased by people other than that have either a unique tie to or maybe a distant fandom of the University of Texas.
Maybe so. I don't know. I think you look at it like Crips and Bloods.
No.
Like if you're wearing blue, you're a Blood. You're a Crip. If you're wearing red, you're a Blood.
No,
and
as I was saying,
if anybody
I
wears
know
blue,
there's
you're like,
a
hey,
bunch
you down with my set or not?
No, but the thing is, I can't tell that because there's like 5 different flavors of maroon. I don't, and depending on the company, they just slap a different logo on the same color maroon. I know for a fact that the Ole Miss And A&M stuff is the same. They just, change the thread. So there's nothing like that happens to UT. It is a unique color. It's not like this or somebody else. And if it is somebody else, they're always confused for UT.
Maybe so. I think Rob is not down with his set.
I understand the preeminence of the brand that has been established over 100 years.
If I get shot in the parking lot today, Vic, you'll know why. You'll know why.
Why? Because a homeless dude is.
It was gang affiliated because I wasn't down with Rob's set. I was wearing the wrong flag in Rob's hood.
Yeah.
I wish I had a hood. Do we have a hood?
Yeah, don't go to his house wearing that.
No, don't go. Well, the funny thing is my dad wears a fair amount of orange. He went to Oklahoma State, but it's a different color of orange.
And Pumbaa says, anyone wearing purple, LSU fan. I wear purple all the time.
No, you do wear purple, but you have an affiliation. Your high school, the high school that you're going to be going to.
But I just like the color purple.
Well,
Remember when I first moved here, we went to the place to get, I got a purple.
I understand that, but you also have to realize where you live, and you see purple, people go TCU.
Yeah, I don't think of it that way.
Or LSU, depending on the neighborhood that you're walking. You're set.
Again, that's what happens when you go to a music college. You don't think about colors in terms of football relation.
I use colors to set my mood.
Yeah. I like, am I going to play in D chord? It depends on what color I'm wearing today. You guys are like, football! I'm football crazy, man! And I'm just like, well, listen, man.
Says the guy who's been banned from singing.
Let's
So, next.
Yeah.
It was a good argument. It was a good walk down the path.
Yeah. Oh, all right. We got a lot going today, Bubba. It's a Friday. You know what that means? It's a football Friday.
It's the first basketball playoff game of the year,
Really?
or the last, depending on how you look at the whether you look at the calendar or the actual year.
Well, tomorrow, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Tomorrow we actually have a playoff game in the NBA.
Tomorrow, it just means more.
Wow.
No, this isn't an SEC football game.
No,
it's not that important.
This is bigger.
Oh, no, it's not that important.
What?
This isn't nearly as big as, say, Vanderbilt, North Carolina State.
There will be a banner hung for this, though.
Oh, yeah, there'll be a banner.
They don't hang banners for regular. I mean, other than A&M, they don't hang banners for regular season SEC wins.
We don't hang banners. That's Miami.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Just giving you grief.
I had to stop and think.
Wait a minute.
Do we? No. I mean, if it's a tradition, we're still doing it.
No,
if we ever did, we're still doing it.
Typically, A&M doesn't hang banners for anything other than made-up championships. Not,
and we've only made up one. I mean, there are other schools that evidently made up more than us, but I'll take credit for one.
You guys aren't even the best maker-uppers.
No, because we somehow we deluded ourselves into thinking we actually did it.
Root and
we went under the Costanza belief that if it's not a lie if you believe it, and we kind of believe it happened. So I think we're allowed to go ahead and go with it.
Like if you talk about something long enough, like if you make it, they like
It's
the people
true.
who write history. It's like, well,
Exactly.
if you
So
write in a history
if you
book,
put a lie detector on me, we won the freaking title in
my whole life,
1929.
I've been told.
I don't know what
any
you're
different.
talking about. So.
Sure, we lost
I believe-
2 games. Prove it, though.
But it wasn't like
Show
Harvard.
me the film.
Was it Harvard or Navy that just decided 30 years later, like, you know what, we were undefeated. We were champions, right?
Yeah, wait a minute here. What are you claiming?
I think we talked about it like immediately afterwards, like, just start with us now.
That was before air travel existed.
Yeah,
So we could, I mean, it was.
It's true.
I couldn't even.
News took months.
But we do have a lot to get into today. The Bucks. Yuck.
Turn out the lights.
More like the Tampa Bay
The party's
Yuccaneers.
I hate the Falcons.
It was a uniform.
I hate them. No, that was a beautiful thing last night. This team
creamsicle?
should be able to do that more regularly. When they have those kind of weapons and you see Bijan running and Pitts catching and Kirk Cousins, of all people, dialed in for 400 yards, how come they can't do that more often?
I don't know.
I hate them. I hate them.
And rightfully so, but the Buccaneers, this has got to feel like a real kick in the balls to you.
That's over.
They Rob early in the season was like, man, Baker's my guy.
He was, man.
Basically Rob's favorite player, and then now he's turned into full blown.
Well, I mean, he's doing all he can, but he can't do much. The ball's sailing on him. He's not accurate. He's getting his wide receivers just destroyed. Mike
Evans, welcome back from a 9-game absence.
God, how
here's
about
a hospital
backflip?
ball.
Hey, I'm going to throw you a medicine ball the likes of which will put you out for the rest of your year. It might be put you out of your misery. No, he's throwing – his balls are wobbly and they're high. The accuracy's off.
It's bad.
It's just everything is wrong in Tampa Bay today.
Well, we'll look at that game coming up next, and all the games that we've got to look ahead to. We'll be previewing some Spurs today. We got a lot to go with. It is the Morning Huddle on a Friday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. And what better way to get into the weekend than with some Blue Star tequila? Oh, yes, the Blue Star. Guys, if you haven't tried this yet, why? Something for everybody in the lineup. They've got the Blanco, the Reposado, the Honey Reposado, which is delightful, a little unique, very interesting, and the Añejo. That's my favorite. I'm a Añejo sipping man. That's what I like to go with. And the Añejo in particular won double gold at the New York Spirits competition. It won best in class at the Spirits competition, which means it was the best tequila in the whole dang room, which says a lot when you're on the table with some of these $900 bottles of booze. And Blue Star, the least expensive bottle on the table, won the whole shebang, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for bang for our buck. We're looking for the best deal, the best booze at the best price. You can't beat Blue Star Tequila. You can find it at Costco, Specs, Alamo City Liquor, and Total Wine. Go in there, give it a try, then come tell me what you think of it. Let me know how you feel about it. That's Blue Star Tequila.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, we do have a dense fog advisory until 9 a.m. this morning, so could impact your commute this morning due to low visibility. Make sure you got those low beams on. We are working an accident on 90 westbound at General Hudnell. It's in the right lane. And a crash at Harry Wurzbach right at Austin Highway. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs, from quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Get a quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Rollins, were you at the fight?
You know, to tell you the absolute truth, no one called me.
Were you just sitting there on your couch?
Technically, I was laying in bed with my supermodel wife in a mattress full of money, and
was she nude or was she clothed?
She was nude.
She was nude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You should have seen it. You guys should have been there.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
George gets justice. After being hit by an 18-wheeler, the experienced attorneys of George Salinas Injury Lawyers are San Antonio's choice for getting you the maximum compensation you deserve. With over 110 years of combined experience, they've recovered millions for their clients. 18-wheelers may be bigger than you on the road, but you can be bigger than them in the courtroom. George guarantees that you don't pay unless they win your case. Call 210-225-0909 today for a free consultation. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
There's one name in roofing that stands high above the rest. Stevens Roofing. A quality roof overhead by Stevens Roofing means comfort, confidence, and peace of mind. It's protection for all the things you love. And during this holiday season, Stevens Roofing would like to thank all the first responders and military service members for the protection and peace of mind they provide. So for all your roofing needs, commercial or residential, remember Stevens Roofing. Online at stevensroofing.net. Happy holidays from Stevens Roofing.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
America's Diamond has never sold lab-grown diamonds, and we warned our clients, friends, and neighbors that wholesale prices would crash to almost nothing. 2-carat GVS2 lab-grown diamonds are currently being traded at wholesale for $264, but some jewelers are still selling them online for $3,000 to $4,000. Repeat, wholesale $264, retail $3,000 to $4,000. Some retailers are selling 1-carat lab-grown diamonds for under $300, and others are giving them away for free with purchase. dangerous. Lab-grown diamonds are very easy to detect with gemological equipment. Tens of millions of carats are produced in huge factories in China and India, using a tremendous amount of subsidized electricity supplied by coal-burning power plants. America's Diamond has only offered traditional, real, natural earth-grown diamonds that are rare, extremely beautiful, and have had real value for centuries. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or right now at americasdiamond.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Well, this lifestyle, it's dangerous. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, America.
What does it tell them? Ships at sea and the troops.
Yes. Hello, troops. Fight the good fight for America.
The sun never sets in our American war.
That's right.
War
Speaking
machine.
of troops, Army, Navy tomorrow. Suck the whole Navy. That's my motto. Right, Vic?
No.
Yes.
No.
Vic knows.
No.
Well, who's going to win the Army?
Navy always has the best uniforms, though.
Probably Navy. Not last year. Last year, Army's uniforms were far superior.
Yeah, last year Army had a good set.
What about the year before?
I mean, most years Navy is better. Yeah, I agree. But last year it was domination. And I think this year Army actually looks pretty good too. They're wearing like a silver and black kind of thing. You go with black, white, silver. That's usually what looks the coolest. I just want you to look badass. Don't come wearing a bunch of like weirdo colors. All right. I want us to look like the Oakland Raiders every time they take the field.
I'm trying to look at this year's. The Commanders-in-Chief trophy. I'm trying to see who's winning that one.
Are you trying to? Oh, I thought you were just looking for the uniforms. They should have.
I've seen the uniforms. They're awesome. Both of them this year are really good.
Who do you think is better though?
Well,
you're the only one who can.
What is that font right there? Is this it?
You're the only one who can give.
That looks like the.
That's what Army's wearing this year.
That's
those
white
white ones with the.
Okay.
Yeah.
This right here.
Okay.
Yep.
Those look pretty good. Let's see the Navy.
Yeah.
You know what? Army's got it this year. I like.
Yeah.
I like
Army does have it.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Army. You know, the year that they had the blizzard, I guess that was 2018, 2019. Army was in all white.
All white,
it turned out to be a tactical advantage. You couldn't see them.
And Jason Minnick's in the booth. I don't like this because I can't make out the numbers.
You know, I'm a little
He
bitter.
was right, though.
He can't. No, he can't. You can't. It's bitter cold up there this week.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
They got some kind of like nor'easter coming through.
Listen, I wish we were there, but also at the same time, I mean, at least it's not 28 degrees here.
No, no, that's true. That's true.
You know, like I don't know what. I mean, I guess I'd probably want to be there if I could.
Oh, it is truly if you have
it's a fun
the
time,
ability
man. I
to
love
go
it.
At some point in your life, go to an Army-Navy football game. It'll
Yeah,
reaffirm
you're right.
Your belief in America and all that is true.
I do. I love America too, and that's why.
Yeah,
that's really
and
what
if
it's
you
all
don't like
about.
the game, you don't really like America, do you?
That's true. No. That's true.
So I love America, so I'd like to be there.
That's right. But alas, we were not invited.
Alas,
this year.
we are here to hold down the ship. You know, they keep the important folks.
That's right.
In the bunker, just in case something terrible happens.
Yeah, we're here to talk Tampa Bay and Atlanta. That's what what.
We're not messing around interviewing Miss America.
Exactly. Everybody's like, we don't care about that. We just care about the Falcons game.
Don't care about boobs.
Poor Baker.
Baker is.
He just wants to win, man.
You're a real crumb bum.
Yeah.
Baker's turned back into a crumb bum.
Well, last night wasn't on him. I mean, he alone
didn't give it away
did
at
not
the
lose
end.
The game. Well, I'm going to be honest with you, AJ. I didn't see the end. So in my mind,
you believed Baker had won the game.
Honest to gosh, I watched. I wasn't emotionally invested in the game, and I saw that last score, Tampa would take it down and get the touchdown, but they had a 2-point lead with about 2.5 minutes to go, something like that. I just went to bed. I thought, well, I don't really care, and I'm afraid it might get into overtime at that point, or it couldn't go to overtime.
Well,
and I just felt like they had the game. So he threw an interception?
No, he threw it. Well, not with 2 minutes left. So, I
know what you're talking about.
8.5 minutes left in the game, he threw a pick. The Falcons went down and scored a touchdown, which could have tied the game.
Terrible pick, by the way.
It was bad. They could have scored. They could have tied it up. They went for 2. Yeah. They didn't get it, so they're down 2. And then
I saw to that point, and I just felt like, do you honestly believe Atlanta has a prayer to drive the field and kick a 49-yard field goal? I figured, what's the chances of that? So I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed.
Well, you missed out.
I evidently did.
It was so by the time they got the ball back, the first play out of the gate, Kirk Cousins, it's like he fires the ball down the field. He gets like almost a 20-yard pass, and it's like, oh boy, that's great. And then the next play, he got sacked. And so now it's like 2nd and 18.
Mm-hmm.
They have a play, doesn't go anywhere, and they hold. So now the Bucs have the option. Do we want to make it 2nd and 28 or 3rd and 18? And they decide to make it 2nd and 28. Third down comes incomplete. Pass down the middle. Cousins is pretty short on it, and now it's 3rd and 28. They go to Pitts on 3rd and 28, kind of like an underneath route. He gets about 14, 15 yards. 4th and 14, the game's on the line, and Cousins hits a pass to Sills on the sideline. He lands inbounds on his ass just on the sideline, and they're basically in field goal range already. There's a penalty on, like, when they go to spike the ball, the Bucs can't get their guys off the field, so now they've got 12 men on the field and on the spike, so they get 5 yards closer.
So we got coaching error, we got manpower problems, we got a defensive lax. You had a 4th and 14 and gave up a 15-yard pass. Is that what happened? Okay.
Yeah. Well, it was like a 20-yard pass.
20-yard pass.
Yeah, and it was funny because all the Bucs players acted like they were in full-on prevent, got way, way back, and they still gave it up.
But that's not Baker. But I'm not saying Baker was not without sin. He had a terrible game. He is not what he was at the beginning of the year. He's beat down. He's not accurate. He doesn't have the velocity he had and has no running game to speak of. And what Tampa did last night offensively should have been enough to beat Atlanta. I mean, that defense should have been better. Kirk Cousins thrown for nearly 400 yards, seriously. Yeah. Pitts was open all day long. And Bijan, for some reason, they thought he was only going to run between the guards. What was this? He was wide open. He got the edge all day long.
Yeah, we talked about how I thought he was going to have a big day in – yeah, you don't run up the middle against Tampa. It's dumb.
And they didn't. They ran to the edges, and Tampa had no way to stop it.
And I wasn't sure how Bijan would do running the ball, but I thought he'd have a big day receiving it. 8 catches, 82 yards.
Yeah,
that'll do.
He's open.
And Kyle Pitts. Oh my gosh, That's
the guy that was the first-round pick that was supposed to be tight end, wide receiver melding. It was.
How about 11 for 166 and 3 touchdowns?
I hate the Falcons.
3 touchdowns.
I hate the Falcons. Why can't they do that every week?
I don't know. I don't have the answer for that one.
It's not in the script.
I guess.
Right?
More often than not. I mean, we talked about it yesterday. They're in position to win so many games, and they just blow them because they're losers. And I don't know, but they got the job done last night, and the Bucs melt is nearing completion as they have now lost 5 of their last 6 games after they're 7-7. I mean, this was they started off 6-2. This is pathetic.
I think there's depth issues. I think there's a lot of things going on, but most importantly, their quarterback has run out of gas. And the defense, there's no really excusing that, but that's fixable. I don't know what you do with a Baker Mayfield unless there's a bye week coming, and there's not.
And he had all the weapons last night. You could see him running around. And Mike Evans, Emeka Egbuka,
those guys are
Chris Godwin and Jalen McMillan. You've got the weapons.
He didn't have a terrible day. They scored 28 points. That should be enough.
Yeah.
To beat the Falcons.
But you can't take 5 sacks.
All that, yes.
You can't throw the pick when he threw the pick. It was just really, really ill-timed.
It was a pretty beautiful catch, though. Let's give some credit. That was a nice snag out of the air, but how you didn't see him is impossible for me to understand.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. The Bucs are just what it boils down to is the NFC South is just plain ass is what it is. Like there's
well, it is. And you can't judge because you don't know when two ass teams are playing each other if one of those teams is actually okay or they just both ass.
I think the Saints are a little assier than the rest, but the Panthers, the Bucs, the Falcons,
they're
step
all
ass.
They're
all
the
the
gym.
same.
They get smacked. I don't know.
None of them are good, and what's crazy is one of them is going to get a home playoff game, and probably host the Seahawks and just be obliterated. But that's the way the rules are written.
The way we like our playoffs.
All right. Well, let's start looking ahead to the weekend on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your early morning commute, we do have a dense fog advisory until 9 a.m. this morning, so could impact your commute this morning due to low visibility. Make sure you got those low beams on. We are working an accident on 90 westbound at General Hudnell. It's in the right lane, and a crash at Harry Wurzbach right at Austin Highway. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Discover the newest place to play at Top Golf New Braunfels, now open at 427 Creekside Way in the New Braunfels Town Center. This no golf knowledge needed experience is for everyone and is all about bringing more play and more fun. Top Golf New Braunfels features new games, new food and drink, a 9-hole mini golf course, and half-off gameplay Monday through Thursday. Take a swing with Top Golf's exclusive golf club, The Sure Thing, designed to make golf less hard for beginners or those whose game just isn't that great. Come play around at Top Golf New Braunfels.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GRAVY25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GRAVY25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GRAVY25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, it is day 2 of our Army-Navy weekend here in Baltimore.
And what a lineup we have today, including Heisman winner RG3, American Athletic Conference Commissioner Tim Pernetti, and Miss America.
Miss America? Wow, I'm looking forward to that.
I bet you are. Plus, we'll get you ready for a great NFL weekend. The Cowboys and Vikings coming up on Sunday Night Football.
The Blitz from Baltimore. We started 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Now, am I allowed to sing?
Yeah.
See, that's not me.
Yeah. Yeah, the lip sync king.
Would you? Would you? Would you?
I knew it.
I would. You know, somebody thought this was going to be a song that people appreciated for its merits, and now it's just associated with a dude that kills people and skins them.
Yeah, and I mean that's way better.
Maybe, yeah, probably more money in it, but
yeah,
not one you just bust out in the crowd. Like, hey, everybody want to dance?
Yeah, no.
No. It puts the lotion on the skin.
Yeah, sometimes it's you get a.
But you do it well.
Thank
you
you.
look like you've practiced. I think you have a full-length mirror and a kimono at home.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Lotion in the basket.
There's a somebody has a.
That freaked me out when that first came out, man. That was so weird.
I saw a you can buy a thing that hangs on your wall.
Like you're looking up the
on
well.
The ceiling. It looks like you're looking up the well, and there's a rope hanging down from it. And it's
Can you imagine waking up to that, not knowing it was there?
Oh, it's funny.
What the hell happened? I got roofied.
Yeah, so it's funny how some songs become associated with a movie more than what they ever were, like, on their own. Like, have you ever seen the movie Reservoir Dogs?
Of course.
You know, stuck
to,
in the middle
clowns to the
with
left
you.
of me jogging while he's cutting somebody's ear off.
That was a...
You're like, I really can't get past the song, although I like the song, but when I hear it, I'm thinking of some dude getting tortured.
That song came out in the 70s, well before Reservoir Dogs ever existed. But now I can't hear that song without directly associating it with that scene in the movie. So it is kind of wild how a movie can make a song completely different than what it was before. And I'm sure that...
you're kind of pissed, and then you go, wait a minute, the checks keep coming.
Yeah, I'm sure this Goodbye Horses probably thought they had themselves I think it's Hugh Lazarus, I believe is the name of the band. And they probably thought, man, we got this real cool song.
But the checks keep coming. 0.25 cents.
But I don't think anyone had ever heard that song before.
No, it blew up, but for the wrong reasons in their mind, I think.
Yeah. All right. We are to week 15 in the NFL. We've made it. We have.
Have we made it when we're at week 15 and the biggest story in football is a 44-year-old practice squad quarterback? I mean, is that...
This is one of the weirdest weeks of football ever.
Isn't it kind of a weird weekend where this is what we're talking about? Because I think we've kind of defined who's headed toward the playoffs. I don't think there's a whole lot of maybe not. So there's some hanging around, the Detroits of the world, and, there's some on the edge that may or may not. But I think for the most part, we kind of know who the contenders are. And that's why I don't feel a whole lot of excitement. I think there's a lot of teams hanging on by a thread. And if you're one of those, there's some excitement about, will I make it one more week? But I don't see a team on the charge that, are they going to maintain it? I don't see a team that we thought was going to be great that is dangling, other than the Colts, but we were kind of writing them off anyway. So a very strange week for plot twists.
I'll tell you one. I don't have the data on this to say when the last time it happened was, but one thing I noticed going through the games this weekend, and I checked to make sure that all of these were accurate. So I do have the data to give this part of it. There are 4 quarterbacks starting this week who are the biggest favorites they've ever been in
Isn't
their
that
career.
crazy? We're week 15, but again, we've defined who we are, so.
Trevor Lawrence is a 13.5-point favorite for the first time in his career.
I don't like that.
How could you? I mean, I guess
yesterday
they're playing the Jets.
Yesterday when we talked about it, I was like, how could you go against it? But when you just say it's Trevor, I'm like, I don't like Trevor.
Trevor Lawrence
ever.
laying 13.5 points. Sure, that's normal.
But it is the Jets.
The Sam Darnold is laying 13.5 points. That would be the largest in his career as they play the Phillip Rivers-led.
Well, do you have a theory behind how and why we have this mass number of favorites at this time of year?
I mean, the Seahawks-Colts one it's kind of a weird, obvious one,
Because
like a
of
quarterback change. But even the game of the year line in the preseason, this was a 4.5-point spread. Now we're talking about 13.5. That's wild.
Now we do have one. When did the Seahawks Rams? Is that next week or is that this week?
That's next week.
Next
That's
week.
Thursday
Okay, that's
night
the
next
game
week.
that I have circled as my next huge regular season game.
We have C.J. Stroud is the biggest favorite he's ever been in his career. 9.5-point favorite against Arizona this weekend.
And sadly, I think this should be a more important story in the NFL. What the Texans have quietly done. I mean, because it hadn't been impressive, but as a whole, it's pretty damn impressive.
They're the anti-Bucks.
Seriously.
They looked like ass at the beginning of the year, and they've turned it
And
around.
they're figuring things out on the roll. I think that's a great story.
And here's another one that when I hear this, I go, woof. Caleb Williams, the biggest favorite in his career, 7.5 points.
I don't know how to take that.
I mean, it's
7.5.
Take it for what you want.
Take it however you want it.
Yeah, and there's some games like some of these the other favorites that I don't understand how, like the Eagles. I can't picture a world where I'm laying 12 points with the Eagles right now. I've seen the Eagles for like 3 weeks in a row look like
that means
like a JV team.
Can you get negative points? Is it possible to have a -1?
You could probably just play the under, which is the way to do that.
I'm just saying, how does Philadelphia outscore anybody?
I don't know. Points? Yeah, it's wild. And then that Rams-Lions game,
which is a big one.
It is a big game. The Rams are a 6-point favorite here.
This is a sleeper game for
the
Detroit.
preseason odds on this one were Detroit -1.
Yeah.
A full touchdown swing has happened in this game.
The Rams have 2 playoff games, the least of which is this week because they got Seattle next week that I think they're looking at. Detroit has to win this game. Yeah.
So the Rams can lose this game, and it really doesn't affect anything for them. Maybe that's the reason. But I don't know. Maybe that's a reason to back the Lions because the Lions they've got to crank it up to 11 this week. This is a must-win game for them.
Speaking of the Lions, I heard today and that as of this weekend, Goff and Stafford have the same regular season record.
Like in their careers?
No, since the trade.
Oh, since the trade?
Isn't that crazy?
That is pretty crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I guess
one's got a Super Bowl, the other one doesn't. But as of this weekend, I think they're like 37 and X.
Okay.
Each per.
I mean, both teams have had tremendous regular season success since the deal.
That's the most ridiculously even, apart from the Super Bowl I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, and they also sent them a first-round pick as well. So, I mean, they got a first-round pick along with Goff. I think both teams are probably satisfied with the deal that they made.
Like I said, that's the most ridiculously, even years later, it's still even Steven.
Yeah.
Apart from the Super Bowl, of course.
Yeah, so there are some weird numbers this weekend, but some games that matter. The Ravens-Bengals is a playoff game. The loser of that game is out. They are out.
Yeah, definitely done. And is Charlie Brown, we should call him that, is Joe Cool done? Could be the luck part of the career?
He certainly doesn't seem thrilled about strapping him up this week, I can tell you that. And then is there going to be I say this, I'm asking this question knowing I don't know the answer. Will there be a funeral for the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend at noon on CBS against the Chargers?
I wonder who's calling. Was Romo going to do this game, I wonder?
I bet he's doing Bills Patriots.
Probably.
I bet he's like that. Seems like a bigger game.
What's that old saying? The revolution's going to be televised. The Chiefs losing a noon or 11 o'clock kickoff, very silently disappearing out of the playoffs seems very appropriate. An 11 o'clock early kickoff where they're just kind of quietly exited from the playoffs.
Yeah.
With only like a regional coverage.
I mean,
not
that could
a national
it could
broadcast.
happen. Chiefs are favored by 5.5 against the Chargers.
They better beat the Chargers. But no, this is a tough weekend, and I get the sense that they're just going to be they're not going to go down in flames. They're just going to have the pillow put over their face. We're just going to wake up on Monday. Oh, yeah, the Chiefs are dead. Sorry.
It's like when you
bad news.
It's like when you put down a dog.
Yeah.
Like you take them in, and they're like just look up at you, kind of sad, and then
we're going to say
I can't
you're
do
about
that.
to cross the
Oh, it
bridge.
sucks.
No,
Kansas City.
I will not do that.
I've done it.
Well, what do you do when it's time?
My wife will take it in.
Oh, you're the worst.
Yeah, I can't.
You're the worst.
I'll feel horrible for months.
I mean, I have to do it. I don't feel good about it.
I don't.
But I can't let my wife have to do that. That's terrible.
My
Vic.
wife's cold-hearted.
Oh,
she'll be like,
man.
"Here, let me do it, you wuss."
Oh
Like,
gosh.
come on. It's my puppy.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's the worst feeling.
Well, we're just going to wake up on Monday morning. It'll be like somebody else. It'll be like Vic's mom or wife did it.
Yeah.
What happened to the Chiefs?
What happened to Chiefs? I don't know. Ask Vic's wife.
Vic's wife. I don't know.
She pushed the button.
It was 11 o'clock. We said, you need to go take care of this.
Bye, bitch.
Next thing I know, Kelsey's on tour.
Oh man, yeah. So we a lot of interesting games, and we haven't even mentioned the Vaqueros who play Sunday night football.
Oh, the primetime possibilities.
I guess is also what would be considered a must-win game for the Cowboys. So we'll talk about that one coming up. We got a lot to discuss. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
San Antonio Sports Stars 50K Pro Football Pick'em giveaway is back. Head to SASportsStar.com and pick the winners of each pro football game every week to earn points for each correct pick. Highest points each week wins a $25 gift card to Mellow Mushroom. Highest points overall scores $1,000 worth of tickets from A Awesome Tickets. Pick the winning ticket of every regular season game. Win the grand prize, $50,000. This is an audience national contest across multiple markets. The 50K Pro Football Giveaway. Register and win at SASportsStar.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
From a fender bender to a total loss, Davis Law Firm has a team of expert attorneys ready to get you back on the road with the verdict or settlement you deserve. Y hablamos español. Want more? Call the Fours. Davis Law Firm San Antonio, 444-4444.
December football is so much fun with the playoffs right around the corner, and to add more excitement to it is playing on Underdog, the best place to get in on all the action, make your picks, and win money right now in Texas. Hi, Jason Minix here from The Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Playing on Underdog is easy. Pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and so much more. Think about Dak Prescott and his passing yards, Brandon Aubrey and his kicking points. Get your picks right, you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. So download the Underdog app today. Use promo code STAR to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Connecticut water systems are the best of the best. I personally have one in my home. All those other water softener systems out there are junk in comparison.
For a limited time, receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. $400 off with trade-in and 0% interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country. 210-656-PURE.
Check them out at ConnecticutSA.com. and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
License number 38961.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J. Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J. Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun, really fun, as in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J. Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J. Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Everything but the girl?
Yeah.
What?
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute.
He said we can dance, right?
I know, yeah. Sometimes I'm just going to groove now. If I can't sing, I'm just going to groove awkwardly.
Yeah, there you go.
I appreciate the awkwardly. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
The awkward lip bite.
You got to do the Rodney Dangerfield on the golf course.
No, you know me. My favorite dance move from that movie is the gopher.
The gopher? Yeah.
That's the way it should be. The Dallas Cowboys host the Minnesota Vikings.
I got some good news yesterday.
The Cowboys did?
Yeah.
What was the good news?
CD running around.
Oh, yeah. Oh, a little surprising to me, quite frankly.
No kidding.
A little surprising.
He's going to wear the kazoo hat, though. He gets to wear the giant hat.
Is he going to wear that?
I think so.
I
don't know. Actually, I
most
see
players
that he
don't
was
wear
asked. I haven't heard the sound, to be honest with you. I wish I could pretend to know that he's going to wear the hat. But I do see that he was asked that question. But I just assumed you coming back from a concussion, the first thing you get to wear is the kazoo helmet.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
Sam Darnold's helmet.
I'm surprised more people don't wear that thing than do.
Well,
right?
one of them is vanity.
That's what I'm saying. Like like who cares?
My girl's going to see me in this thing, man.
Yeah, but dude,
I'm trying to impress.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna show her the zeros in my bank account, and she'll forget about that stupid helmet I was wearing. And
I will too if I take it off.
Exactly. And yeah, then
I just soon I don't know. I just soon wear a whole bunch of neon yellow than a big kazoo helmet.
You would. Oh, I know you wouldn't wear that helmet.
No, I'd be.
Yeah, you're like, oh no, I'd rather be. I'd rather
dribbling and forget my name.
My brains drip out my nose hole than wear that thing.
Is that every time you turn on the microwave, I'll pee my pants and forget who I am for a little
while. One of the things that's interesting about this Cowboys game this weekend is how the Cowboys handle J.J. McCarthy and.
What would you do? It seems to me, and this is out of the, I always joke about the manual. Like if I have a young quarterback that I think is a little iffy on I'm not saying that he's less than plugged into the offense, because I think he is. But if I have one that might not be as comfortable or confident, I'm going to blitz the hell out of him. But our DC doesn't believe in that.
That's true. I don't know. I don't know what you do. What I do know is, and this is a rare time I'm going to be able to say this, the Vikings played a much worse defense than Dallas last week in Washington. Washington sucks.
Yeah,
they've just got no talent.
Physically, they suck, and I think they've given up the ghost.
Yeah, but how JJ does against his Dallas defense is going to have a lot to do with who wins this thing. We'll talk more about this game. We'll talk about this one in depth today. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
When you think San Antonio sports, think 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your home for the Cowboys. KTFM Floresville and SASportsStar.com.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-714-9090. That's 800-714-9090.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like fences. A house with a big yard and a white picket fence was always the dream. But then you saw the price to install a fence and you're wondering if the color is driving the price up. Nobody ever dreams of a beige or a gray picket fence, right? So maybe those fences are cheaper. But no, they're not. Then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds and make all your dreams of a fence come true. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Pork rinds are the crunch time hero of the snack aisle. Low carb, collagen packed, and high in protein, so you can keep the energy high without the guilt. The PorkRinds.com Instagram will make a crunch time donation with each share of the Crunch Time Hero College Football Post, with each share equaling a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to helping families dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Share on Instagram today and grab yourself a bag of Southern Recipe pork rinds at HEB.
The guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, president of Leaf Filter, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/trust to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/trust for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/trust for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/trust. See representative for warranty details.
Hi, I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. Only Novo Nordisk makes FDA-approved Ozempic. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5 milligram, 1 milligram, and 2 milligrams.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share this season with a peppermint mocha. Starbucks Signature Espresso, velvety mocha and cool peppermint notes, topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Nugget Bells, nuggets all the way.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
I'm John.
And I'm Garrison.
And a little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets
is sharing them when we cut down the Christmas tree.
We will pack the car with gifts, and of course, we go and pick up our family's favorite nuggets.
Every nugget is tasty times quadrillion.
And we get all the sides.
Yeah, the ooey gooey mac and cheese is a big hit.
Share the nuggets, share the joy. Order the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-583-6681. That's 800-583-6681.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like a couple of new trouble spots on 281 southbound at Bassey. Accident left lane. That's about a 10-minute delay. It's got you slow from Sunset. And then 281 southbound just before St. Mary's, that wreck in the left lane. Rolling slowly on 90 eastbound 211 on over to 410. And that stall at 281 southbound Thousand Oaks has cleared. Now, we do have a dense fog advisory until 9 o'clock. So as you head out and about in your early morning commute, make sure you got those low beams on. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
If you stayed up, you saw a thriller. The Atlanta Falcons came from 14 down to beat Tampa Bay 29-28 behind Kirk Cousins' 373 and 3 touchdowns. The Cowboys are in prime time again as they take on the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night. CeeDee Lamb, who suffered a concussion on last Thursday's loss to the Lions, was a full participant in practice and is on track to play. In the NBA, the Spurs are headed to Las Vegas for the NBA Cup semifinals against the Thunder. Tomorrow night, the tip is set for 8 o'clock. When asked if there was a chance for Wemby to return for the game, head coach Mitch Johnson said, "Very much so." I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How we doing? Welcome in. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. What a day.
What a day.
What a day to be alive.
NZY.
Is it still foggy?
It's a foggy day in SA town. Don't drive with your brights on, please.
Oh, no.
You look stupid.
Don't be that guy.
And I'm kind of anti-flasher, but I've been told that's kind of becoming more normal. I hate it. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. You put your flashes on if you're stopped.
Exactly. Or if you're in some sort of peril.
Yeah, this is 101. You shouldn't have to explain this to people.
I've been told I was wrong.
No, you're not
I
wrong.
agree.
You're not wrong. You can't.
Rarely am.
I mean, yeah.
No, you're wrong.
See, he's a flasher dude.
Yeah, I'm
What?
a flasher.
He's a flasher.
Are you serious?
He is. In the rain and in the fog.
That's terrible, Vic.
I drove with the flashers on from Austin to San Antonio with a donut tire on the right.
Well,
lane.
that's different. That's different. You're
got
in peril. I know to look out for you.
I'm impaired. Like impaired. But
impaired and impaired.
Yeah, but because when it's raining,
you're not. You're
or
in the
foggy.
same boat.
Yeah, if it's raining or foggy, I'm going regular. But if it's super raining where it is hitting me, then I go to the right, then I put on my flashers.
See, no.
But I'm
don't
not
do
driving
that.
anywhere.
You're
I'm
not,
going on the right.
But you're not in trouble. You're just driving like the rest of us.
Right.
We're all in the same boat. We don't need to know your flashers.
I can see you.
Yes. We all are in the same boat.
Well, if you can see me with or without the flashers, what's the problem?
The
Because I think
flashers
you're
should
in
be
trouble. You're about to swerve in front of me. You're about to crash. You're trying to get to the side.
It doesn't
You
matter.
got a woman giving
It
birth in the
does.
back
No, it
seat.
doesn't. I'll still do it, and a lot of people
See, this
will
is
do
San
it.
Antonio,
And
yeah.
it is San Antonio,
This is SA.
and we will do it.
So it's that's part of it. You're like, yeah, we might be wrong, but we ain't stopping.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, is it illegal? Will I get a ticket for
I
it?
don't know. It should be.
It should be illegal.
Well,
Yeah.
if it's not illegal, then there
It's
you
like
go.
using the 911 system when you don't have an emergency.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. You should be treated as such.
Nah, it's not.
Yeah. I mean,
We're in the minority here, I'm afraid.
Your flashers are you
So
use
if
your
my
flashers.
If my flashers are on and I don't need them to be on, and you see them, are you going to crash into me because my flashers
I
are
might
on?
accidentally, like a deer in the headlights, veer into you. Oh, oops.
Oh yeah, so
I don't know.
you swerve towards the flashers.
You never know.
Well, then you shouldn't be on the road.
Well,
You know, I saw something yesterday, and I don't know if we who does our social media now, Vic? Who's in charge of like the Instagram?
it's a shared responsibility.
Yeah, there's multiple people involved.
Which means no one.
Correct.
Whoever is in charge of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, What happened? What happened?
Maybe this was cleared by Jason and Joe. I'm just going to say that if I were Jason and Joe and I threw a football the way Jason and Joe throw a football,
I saw that yesterday.
I would not want it to be on our station's
I
feed.
knew you were going to bring it up because once I saw him throw it, it's like Peter, the way Peter Griffin threw the ball.
I mean, no.
It's
please no.
If that's how you throw a football,
oh no. Okay, I'm looking at it for the first time.
You should never let anyone film you throwing a football.
What we have here, those aren't real NFL balls. They're kind of toy blue and white.
They're toy balls,
and so they're not full size.
Watch how they throw.
I'm seeing it.
They look like they'd be bad at the Dr. Pepper challenge.
No, this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because you have to treat this kind of like a Pop-A-Shot game. So you can't really draw air back. But I will say that form is not following function. Oh, man.
I would not. If I saw that video and I were Jason Minix,
the ball should never spin sideways. I don't care who or what is doing it.
I would have said, "Hey, we got to take that down immediately."
Oh, it is spinning. Oh, no.
And it's still up, isn't it?
Immediately get that down. Get it down. Oh, I can't even. I'd be so mad at whoever. I don't know if it was Pledger or maybe Dax. I'd be mad at everybody though. If that was on the internet, if there was me on the internet throwing a football like that, I'd be.
Well, first of all, I don't.
It looks cold as all get.
You wouldn't throw a football like that.
No, I couldn't throw a football like that if
even
I tried.
if I tried.
But
me too.
The balls look too light. But Minix, the ball's spinning sideways.
I know. I could throw a football better than. I can throw a football
that
with
onside kick throw.
I can throw a football with my foot better than Minix can. That's
well, I can't tell Joe because the dude's standing in front. But neither one of them's hitting the target.
Though. No, and I mean. It's bad. It's bad.
This is I fall back on that axiom.
It's bad, man.
My daddy always said, "It is better to be thought a fool than speak and prove it." Just,
and they knew the camera was there because they talked to the camera first.
Don't throw.
Hold on, I saw that yesterday, and the first person I thought of was like, "Man, AJ's gonna." You knew
Minix won.
Minix won.
He won.
Oh my God,
by over 1,000 points.
Joe should be humiliated then because Minix might be the worst. And again, I can't speak to the accuracy that he was throwing with.
He won,
but he's got the worst football throwing motion of anyone I've ever seen. And if he beat Joe, that says a lot about Joe's athletic prowess.
Well, I don't think any one of them claim greatness, but yikes.
Yeah, man.
But
oh man,
it's.
I saw it again.
And it's just out there,
maybe
man.
It was just really cold and you couldn't hold on to the ball because it did look freezing, like you couldn't feel your fingers.
So maybe do you think they can use like the Tua defense? Like
I'm just saying. Why was the ball spinning sideways?
Maybe
I don't know how you make that happen.
Maybe they made him throw left-handed to that was the challenge.
That's what it looks like. It looks like Jason's left-handed and he threw with his right.
I know. He looks like it's like Justin Fields.
And we're
Jason
saving
Minix
Joe.
has the same as the throwing motion as Justin Fields.
What we're saving Joe. We couldn't see him because the guy was standing in front of him.
No,
so I really didn't see the form.
But what I do know is if Jason won, that says all I need to know.
What exactly was going on with Joe? Yeah,
because I mean, the ball comes out of Jason's hand. Like he's hitting it with a baseball bat, like throwing up a football and then hitting it with a bat and trying to make it go straight.
Well, he isn't like a giant puffer coat, so I understand there's probably a mobility issue. But that wasn't pretty.
Are those Nerf balls?
Yeah, I think they were. The way they were, it looked like they were really, really light. I hope so.
There should be no excuse then.
All I know is
I don't know.
All I know is if I were those guys, I would say like, "Hey, man, take this video off the internet. This is not a good look for me. This is bad." I almost commented on the Sports Stars post of it, but you know me, I'm a nice guy. I'm not going to just throw something out there in the public. I'm going to save it here for the radio where it's just us boys talking.
Yeah, Joe throws like Phillip Rivers. Kind of like that awkward
dude.
Well, they're the same
release.
age.
No, they're not the same age. No,
Rivers is 65, right?
No, I think Joe's like the age of Phillip Rivers' dad. Like. Yeah.
But that's pretty cool, though.
Not a good look. I mean, listen, I'm glad they're having fun, but I would not put that on the internet. That's the one thing I'd be like, hey, guys, we got to take this down immediately. All right. everybody on the Brigade Bar asked him that. Just go to SA Sports Star on Instagram.
While you're there, like us and follow us and do all the right stuff.
Yeah. And
that way you
please,
can make fun of minutes all the time.
And make a joke about how they throw footballs because
Ask them if their husbands play.
Oh, where's my where is it?
What are you looking for?
Man, is it gone? My here it is.
Soccer was invented by European ladies to keep them busy while their husbands did the cooking.
Oh, it's also on Jason's Twitter.
Oh, Jason retweeted that?
Because he won.
Oh, my God.
He won.
He did win.
Oh, no.
Like being the tallest little person in the room.
And that's the worst part is, like, I think, like, in the beginning of the video, Joe's like, I'm going to whoop his ass like Army's going to whoop Navy. Joe, listen, man, I know you're Joe is not a vet. All I'm going to ask Joe is don't claim Army if that's how you're going to throw a football. Like, don't.
I think you're more the Merchant Marines.
Yeah, like just be like, hey, the Coast Guard,
Merchant Marines.
Space Force is going to have a hell of a game.
Space Forces. You're the honorary space cadet.
Peace and love, Joe. Do not represent Army and then throw the football like that. You can't do it.
Space Force.
Oh, God.
I gotta claim the chess title.
All right, back to real quarterbacks who can't throw footballs. We were talking about J.J. McCarthy before the break, and a lot of it, the coach you saw Kevin O'Connell last week against Washington. He gave McCarthy about the most dumbed down version of the playbook that he could. He basically said, you got about 5 or 6 throws here we're going to ask you to make. And it worked. And I think he saw that McCarthy right now was not where he wanted to be. And I think it is probably against his nature to dial anything back with his offense, O'Connell. But he wants to.
Yeah, that's what he's there.
He wants you to be like a robot.
But we say this. Keep in mind, McCarthy's been running this offense for 2.5 years. I mean, from the moment he walked off the draft, a year and a half, he was the number one quarterback. Yeah. He's gotten every rep as long as he could walk. He got every rep.
But at the end of the day,
how are we still not plugged into this offense?
But how many reps did he get last year?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, for a year and a half, he has slept.
He's had the playbook,
everything. Certainly. And granted, not a lot of live fire, but there's been plenty of practice fire. I mean, it's not like you don't know the offense, and you're dialing it back a year and a half later.
There's a weird thing that's happening where you have to balance, and especially for a guy like O'Connell, who is, I mean, again, I think there's. I don't know that there's anybody who's a better offensive mind than Kevin O'Connell. I think there are some that are equal. I think he's
got a style that I appreciate.
He's at the top of the.
But there's different styles. Yeah, I like his game.
When it comes to offensive gurus, he's at the top of the list. So to have his quarterback playing like rookie mode on Madden is probably very frustrating for him. But
it's his fault.
But you have to balance like. I've got to build up my quarterback's confidence in some way.
Truth. All of this is right. He's doing the right thing, but I don't think he thought he'd be here. You know, I think even though his dude had been injured, he'd been in every meeting, he'd watched every film session, and he's still having to dial the offense back, which is hard to understand other than he was about as far away of being an NFL quarterback as probably Dak Prescott was. That, you know, you probably should have done the same thing they did with Dak way back when, is only give him 5 pass plays on every down. And that team went 13-3.
And quite
frankly, dumb it down and it worked.
Right now, the Vikings aren't making the playoffs. They're last place in their division. This season is while they're not mathematically eliminated yet, they're dead.
They and the Cowboys both. The stake will be through their heart. Whoever loses.
The priority, the precedence should be building McCarthy's confidence, building the team's confidence in McCarthy, over showing what kind of flash and brilliant mind you are. You don't need to do that now. You're not.
We're past that.
Yeah. So now, for the rest of this season, maybe they should play this sort of, 7th grade.
I think one could argue you should have been doing it from game one. But yes, absolutely, and that's what's terrifying is if you get really good at 5 plays, run the 5 plays.
The problem and maybe the most important thing for Minnesota is game script. When Minnesota has a lead, they don't have to they don't have to ask J.J. McCarthy to do much. It's mostly just turn around, hand the ball off, and get out of the way. If they get down early, Dallas is going to be I think if Dallas gets up 10 at any point, they're going to dominate this game. If Minnesota gets up 10, they're going to dominate this game.
Wide receivers for the Vikings are good, man.
Right, but you're asking.
I'm just saying that I think there's going to be a lot of swings in the game. I'm not sure 14 points is safe on either side.
See, I do. Because,
really? You think the Cowboys' defense is up to the task?
When the Vikings get a lead, they are first of all, JJ doesn't have to drop back much.
I'm saying, but the defense can give it up. I'm not saying the Vikings ever stop scoring. I'm just saying that you might get 14, and just by the attrition of you might have a couple a drive that ends in a punt instead of an extra point, and next thing you know, your defense is giving up 2 more touchdowns, so you're back in the gunfight. I think this is going to be not a high-scoring game. I don't think either team is firing on every cylinder, but I don't see either defense being very effective.
Yeah, I think, and that goes back to what I'm saying about having a lead. Minnesota's defense is it's multiplied how effective it is when they've got a lead, because then they know you're throwing, and that's when those fancy blitzes really can come after you.
Start teeing off on Dak yet again.
Yeah, but they have not played a lot with a lead this. Listen to this: the Vikings this season against the Commanders, Bengals, and Lions. They had a combined 146 offensive snaps with the lead. In their other 10 games combined, they've played 36 snaps with a lead. So
that's why they're last in their division.
That's exactly. But if Dallas can get up early, Minnesota stinks. They don't come back. They are not a team that is built to come back.
And everything's going to be stacked against them. They are on the road. It is a primetime game.
But I think a big question is, are the Commanders just that bad last week? Are they that hapless? And the Vikings, we saw some false
at the end of the year. I do think we're going to look at the season for the Commanders and realize, yes, the air was rapidly leaving the balloon, and it didn't start last week, but they might have finished it. I think the Commanders are dead in the water.
I just think they're really just awful, but.
And I don't think it's just because of injuries. I think they're just they know they're awful, and there's no point.
But I do think that we could see if CD's healthy, and that's a big if. If he gets out there and plays, I think that the Cowboys offensively are going to have a lot of success. It's almost like, remember last night, the game plan for the Bucs was very simple. Whoever Kobe Bryant is defending,
follow him around the
just
field.
Throw it up to him. That's kind of what you can do to this Minnesota defense with Jay Ward, and just wherever Jay Ward is, he's a weak link.
As long as we're talking defensive backs, the whole Trayvon Diggs situation with the Cowboys, that's so strange to hear what happened yesterday.
Okay, that's a whole different.
Yeah,
we'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll get into that, because that's again, we're going down a whole different path.
I didn't mean to derail you, but I have yet to hear a reasonable explanation for what exactly Shoddy meant by what he said.
Yeah. So we will get to talk to Shoddy today.
Yeah.
So I don't know how thrilled he'll be to talk about that.
You don't go obtuse like that without the questions coming.
Sure.
It's like Joe Burrow. What the hell you mean?
Well, we'll talk about that on the other side. Do we have the sound clip from that? I'm not sure. I'll see if we can find that.
Yeah, we'll look.
All right. I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy and football season. We are in the thick of it. In fact, we're running out of it. It's week 15. You want to have as much action down as you can. And here we go, baby. Now is the time to get in at Underdog. You can make your picks and win your money right now at Underdog. It's so easy. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats, rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, you name it. You get those picks right, you could win up to 5,000 times your money. 5,000x. That's crazy. This week on and I hit it on Underdog last night, man. I said Bijan, receiving yards, higher. Easy money, baby. Easy money last night on Underdog. And I'm going to be, you know who I'm going to go with this weekend? George Pickens. George Pickens' longest reception. I'm going higher on that. The Vikings give up big plays. George Pickens creates big plays about as well as anybody in the league. So give me George Pickens there. Download the app today. Use the promo code Alamo. You'll score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down!
It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game, AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat Is Right. Only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8157. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8157. That's 800-575-8157. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers, the #1 wiper blades in America.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. No, we're not one of the big guys. Truth is, we don't want to be. If you're over 50, Big Wireless probably has you paying for more data than you might need. You could be throwing away thousands over a lifetime.
Our entry-level data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call 1-888-FREEDOM, visit consumercellular.com or a store near you and get your second month free today. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in a wreck, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Cardi B.
I know I don't sing this.
Yeah.
I'm not even thinking about singing it.
It's got Bad Bunny in it.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny's here.
Bad Bunny.
All the talk's kind of calmed down for Bad Bunny.
Oh, it'll come up again when the Super Bowl happens.
We have the alternate Super Bowl universe.
Do you think she'll show up at the Super Bowl?
Oh,
I hope so.
With Bad Bunny? I run this bleep like cardio.
Surprised if we don't hear maybe some of this.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah. Claymore humble bragging got a new phone yesterday.
Bala, what kind,
Hate
Claymore?
having to build up emojis and typing everything in full.
Are you a Samsung or an Apple type, Claymore? Are you the yellow box or the green box?
Yeah.
You a green guy or yellow guy?
Or do you have a Google phone?
Yeah, like Rob.
What am I on an Apple? I'm a yellow guy or a green guy?
You're green.
I'm a green guy?
Yeah.
I forgot.
I'm a blue guy.
Of course you are. Yeah, the way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's not a blue guy? That's weird if you're not, but or you're really just old and out of touch.
No, it's the other way. I prefer to curate my own stuff. Okay. The fact is,
no, you don't.
I wish I had an Apple phone. I wish I had one that would open up and unfold. If it did, I would be there.
I don't know why you like that unfolding so much.
I love it.
Well, there's one. Apple's coming out with one next year.
And then I shall return.
Not
I've got
me.
about $10,000 in Apple Music
for
that I would like to.
$2,400, you can own a foldable phone.
No,
but see, Samsung's now coming up with the trifold. I want one eventually that unfolds like a city map.
I want it to.
I want a phone.
I want to be able to fold it up
by 4 feet.
Like,
by the time
Rob wants it to be like origami that he can fold into like a swan and sit on his desk.
My phone into a swan. I want it to open like an accordion.
There we go.
He does that little game where you're like,
oh yeah.
I want. That's what when we
my
get
mama
there,
told
Apple.
me you are the very best one, and you are it.
Oh wait, got a text. Oh, wait, my heartbeat.
Oh, you like Johnny? Oh, gross.
Johnny likes you, man.
Oh, gross. He's grody. Grody.
What are those called?
I don't know what they call those things.
What if they still do that?
Caucasian Seasoning says, I just watched the video of Jason and Joe throwing the football. Holy cow, Jason cannot use the jacket as an excuse for that sucky throwing.
Yeah, it shouldn't come out that way.
No,
the ball
you know
shouldn't
what?
leave your hand that way.
Listen,
I don't know
man.
how it's supposed to. I know how it's supposed to look, and it don't look right.
Listen, I ain't mad at him.
You won.
What I'm mad about is that they let that be posted on the internet. If you go to the carnival and throw a ball like that in your own time, all right, that's fine. Just don't let anyone ever see it. And certainly don't repost it on your Instagram. That's the craziest part.
I think it's because he won. He doesn't care how he looks.
I guess. Yeah, I guess it's all about final
He'd
product.
have burned the tape.
It's a final product, man. Who cares how it looks as long as we win, as long as we get that dub. All right. where were we on the Cowboys? I suppose.
I had digressed into the Trayvon.
Oh,
Diggs
that's where we were. That's
situation.
Right. Okay. So for those who haven't heard the statement from Brian Schottenheimer, and this is the full quote from the press conference the other day, because I don't think we have the clip from it.
No.
He's still in the ramp-up period. He does feel healthy. I know he wants to play, but at the end of the day, we have to do what we think is in the best interest of not just him, but also the football team.
What the hell does that mean?
When you miss time, there's a ramp-up period for not just your body, but your mind, figuring out the defense, and there's some new faces in the huddle. I love him as a player, but ultimately he's got to show us that he's ready to do everything the right way. Whew. Okay.
There's a lot in there.
There is a lot in there. And remember, this is the same Trayvon Diggs who bitched about how much zone they were playing.
He's also Micah's best friend on the team. He hadn't been able to stay on the field for a variety, mostly injuries. I'm not mad at him for getting hurt, but all these are adding up to a very strange situation that's not done yet.
I'm almost certain that Trayvon Diggs will not be a Dallas Cowboy next season.
Feels like the exit visas are imminent.
But this year, if they lose this game, what's the point of bringing him back?
I mean, at what point do you not have to have him? This would be the game. And if you by that, mentally, there's new faces in the huddle. What does that mean? He's not practicing.
There's new guys on defense. Maybe he's got to figure out how to work with them. I don't know. I don't really know. But what I do know is, so far, Schottenheimer is like, it's clear he's trying to build a culture. He benched CD and George Pickens early in that game against the Raiders for missing curfew. I can't imagine that Trayvon Diggs sits at a higher standing than either one of those guys.
No.
So I think that the culture that they're trying to build here just doesn't include Trayvon Diggs. He's a squeaky wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, he's not as good as his contract says he is.
And that's the worst thing to be, an overpaid star.
Yeah, especially an overpaid star who bitches.
Yeah, who ain't a star anymore. So there's all these combinations, and then you've lost the trust of your head coach.
Yeah.
For whatever it is, and he doesn't trust you around the kids or the vets. You're not allowed to play.
Yeah, there are guys, like, I always think of like when people talk about, who wants a diva receiver? And I'm like, well,
I don't mind that.
If I've got T.O. and he's bitching, that's fine. Let him complain, let him be a headache.
Yeah.
As long as he's out there catching footballs better than everybody, I don't mind. But if you're like the number 3 wide receiver on the team and you're bitching, bro, you're a headache to me that I don't need. I don't need that. Trayvon Diggs right now, the play does not match.
Right. And
the pain in the assness.
So, given the situation, certainly against the wide receiver, the core they're going against, it looks like it would be a benefit to have him on the field, at least in third downs, or at least maybe at safety, whatever physically he's capable of doing. He's one of the guys you feel like you need to have on the field. And if you're not on the field because of anything other than physical health, then that's on the player. That falls squarely on your plate. And if you've checked out, your coaches have checked out, I wonder what else is going on there in the locker room. I can't wait to ask Shotty about this.
I think it boils down to, I think what Shotty's saying without saying, that if Trayvon Diggs can't start to act like a professional, we don't have any use for him on the field. And Trayvon Diggs does not seem like he's willing to change his stripes.
I feel the same way. And you know what? He'll have universal support. There won't be anybody mad at Coach Schottenheimer one bit.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, especially when you're not playing already.
Right.
Like,
we've done a lot without you, brother.
Trust me, man.
It hadn't been great, but at least we did it.
I don't know one person who would, like, we've talked a lot about what the Cowboys defense is missing this year. We talked about how much of an impact Micah had when he went away. No one's saying, if only Trayvon Diggs was
we've
back.
given up on that.
It's like, who cares?
We thought that 2 years ago. When he got paid.
The void that's left by Micah Parsons is noticeable. the void left by Trayvon Diggs at this point is negligible. It's not even.
Well, unfortunately, we've had to get used to being without him. I mean, and it's not all his fault. He did get hurt twice and rather horrific injuries, and there's credit for coming back. But again, I think this all goes back to Micah. When he and Micah were a team unto themselves in training camp. Remember, they were standing around together during practice, and his boy was gone, and I think they kind of commiserated to the point where he's kind of like, yeah, me too. Yeah. I went out too. So I feel like the writing was on the wall, but he could have played his way into a better situation, and he just hasn't done it either by physical ability or mental acuity, has just not been able to get on the field and be worthy of the money, one, and worthy of the playing time, too. So it's a detriment to the Cowboys. This hurts. This is one of those things that they really relied on, good, bad, or indifferent. They expected cornerback play from Trayvon for 3 years and have not gotten any of it.
And it's also, I mean, like, do you want a guy who's bitching about defensive scheme, like already criticizing Eberflus? Like,
some of that I get, but that's not what, you do that after the season or you do it behind closed doors. I should never know you're upset. That's what leaders do.
Yeah.
And I'm mad at Eberflus too. I agree with you. We're not taking advantage of some of the skill sets that this team was built to be able to do because we changed theme. So I kind of get some of that idea, but as a leader, as a guy who's getting paid as a leader, I should never know that you can complain, you can talk to your coach, to your owner, to the team captains, to all that, but for me to know that you don't like it, that's not the best way to go about this.
Well, and when he was like early in the season, when it was, I mean, let's just call it what it is. Guys like Kyer Elam and what's that? The Bridges kids, like. When those guys are seeing significant snaps at corner, of course you're going to be very zone heavy, like because those guys stink. Now that there's Kalen Carson and Ravel and Bland are back, like
it helps.
You got some bodies you can play around with, but I think the need now for Trayvon Diggs is minimal. Like, would it be nice to have? Sure, but not at the cost of him being a pain in the ass or a cancer.
I think we have hit it on the head. You're worth it, but not at that cost.
Yeah, he's like, and I think, I don't know. I think in his mind, he's the same kind of. I think he thinks he's the same kind of player that like Micah Parsons is. Like, he thinks the league still looks at him as an all-pro caliber player, and I think he's mistaken.
Well, in a
I don't think it's just us. I think it's like kind of around the world.
He's a professional victim now. The teams don't run from him. In fact, sometimes I think they look for him. So he's not the one you search for constantly, but I don't think you ever go away from a Diggs side of the ball.
All right, let's take a break. We'll keep talking Cowboys-Vikings. Well, man, you know what? Let's do the stat is right on the other side of this. The final – I almost sang. It's the final countdown to the final stat is right. I didn't do it.
You almost did it.
I didn't do it. But it will be
if you are going to do it, you're going to have to do it on a far better song. You're going to have to blow it on something a whole lot better than a final countdown.
Partying. Yeah.
Something worthy of a fine. If you're gonna do it huge. Make a huge mistake.
All right, here we go.
But we'll do that coming up next. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is just a couple of weeks before Christmas, and I know it's the holiday season. It's the busiest time of the year. Make sure your pets are included in your plans. Now, you might not be able to take them over to Granny's house because of all those damn cats she has, but there's a place for your pets. It's Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit. Whether it's a full day of shopping or a day to get out and go to the wine country, make sure your dogs are in a place where they're comfortable and happy, and that's Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit. It's on 35, just outside of 1604. A hop, skip, and a jump from the airport if you're headed out of town. An easy drop-off and pick-up for that. But as the holiday season is around, make sure your dogs are taken care of appropriately. Whether it's an overnight stay or a daily drop-off, they've got everything you need, from thousands and thousands and thousands of square footage to play in, both indoor and outdoor. They are always monitored by the best and most fun professionals taking care of your dogs. If they're staying overnight for a lengthy period of time, the kennels are huge. They're sleeping off the ground. They've got the tuck-in service and all the private care that your babies deserve. And then if there's extra stuff needed like training, they've got that for you too. Head over to Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit to drop your babies off. Go online to see all the stuff, and make sure you know there's a bunch of Black Friday deals in play right now that you can use well into the new year. That's Bluebonnet Bunk and Biscuit, just outside of 1604. That's where your babies belong. That's a happy Christmas for them and for you. Take them there, and I know you're going to be thanking me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Looks like we just cleared those two trouble spots on 281. Southbound approaching Basse and southbound just before St. Mary's. On 90 eastbound 211 to 410, we've got some sluggish conditions. The road work at 35 southbound Thousand Oaks to Randolph Boulevard has been picked up. Now, if you guys see something we're not talking about, call us on the traffic tip line. We'll check it out. That number 210-785-2601. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on custom cards and custom wrapping paper, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages delivered safely. Don't miss out on select laptops up to 45% off. Visit staples.com for details. Staples, that was easy.
Hornitos Tequila and America's team have one major thing in common. Everyone can enjoy them. They weren't made just to have a few fans, but to gather people who love high quality, real Texas football and premium fresh pressed agave tequila. It's for all our fans. Whether you live in Texas or not, or sip your Hornitos in a Paloma or straight, it's 100% agave tequila for 100% of Dallas Cowboys fans. Hornitos, the tequila de todos. Drink smart. Hornitos Tequila, 40% alcohol by volume. 2025 Salsa Tequila Import Company, Chicago, Illinois.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J. Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J. Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun, really fun, as in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J. Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J. Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with a Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Another episode brought to you by Prize Picks. And I'll tell you, it's the holiday season. It's the best time of year for sports. The bowl games are beginning. You got college and pro basketball. You got playoff pushes all around, and it's all happening at once. There's no better place to play than at Prize Picks. I love going to Prize Picks because I get to stack different leagues. I like a football play. Let's say I like Jamar Chase this weekend. I also like Wemby with the blocks. I could add that in there as well. And you like to play the hockey as well. You've got everything there that you can stack. Above and beyond that, if you have a favorite player, you can play them in a lot of different ways. That's Prize Picks. Go download the app today, and when you do, remember the code ALAMO. If you remember the word ALAMO, there's free play in there, so go download Prize Picks and remember the code ALAMO. Get your money early. You get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, that's the code ALAMO to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it 'tis the season to go play on your Prize Picks, and you know why? Because it feels so good to be right.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio representing people and families who've been injured in traffic collisions since 1994. The reason it's important to call me as soon as possible is the number of tricks and mistakes you can make, even up to talking to insurance companies, which I'm going to tell you not to do. And also some of the billing practices at our local hospitals. And over the last year, I've seen more and more of this, where hospitals are asking patients to assign benefits they do not have to assign, all in an effort to get more money to the hospital than they would receive if all you used was your health insurance. When you call, I will give you your options. We'll talk about your case. And all of that is free of charge. If you or a family member has been injured in a traffic accident, whether car, commercial truck, motorcycle, I want you to call me as soon as possible after the collision. My number, 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or go to my website at alawyerforus.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home for Texas A&M football. Saturday morning, December 20th at 11, the Aggies host the Miami Hurricanes. Presented by Just Pots. Pre-game at 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Don't turn my mic. What are you trying to get me fired?
Say, the directional mic.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think by this time next week, this will be allowed.
Should be.
I think this would be an olive branch.
We should have asked at the time. Well, can we just do Friday?
Well, we didn't know. There's some unintended consequences
Yeah.
of decisions, and this is one of them.
I mean, I don't think that that the suit foresaw the blowback from the audience about how desperately they miss my singing.
Yeah.
I will say I enjoy the song a bit more now.
Right?
I really get her nuance.
Oh, it's just,
I didn't quite
listen
when
to this
you
line.
sing it. I don't quite get the youthful teenage excitement that I get from her.
Yesterday was Thursday. Today it is Friday.
Well, it's an informative song as well.
We. So excited.
Was it? I saw. No, I don't think it was this song, but it might have actually been this song. I saw a little, like a reel, a little snippet of the Spurs pregame the other day, and I think it was the Friday song that was going on. And they were dancing around getting ready for the game.
I hope so.
If it wasn't that one, it was something very much akin to it, or another like Swiftie song.
Yes,
and it got them fired up. It was right before the Laker game, and they went out and won.
They were partying.
They were partying. Yeah. So there's justification.
Okay.
I mean, it brings joy to people. That's all I can say. It's all I can say.
It's Friday.
It is. Getting back to this Cowboys-Vikings game on Sunday Night Football. This is such a two teams that I don't think we were going to be talking about at the beginning of the year, like waiting for their season to end in Week 15. I certainly didn't see this coming.
No,
I actually thought the Vikings were like
after last year,
maybe a division-winning team. J.J. McCarthy's been so bad that it wasn't even a possibility. But with Dallas, I think it's most of it's probably fallen on the defense as to why they are where they are. But I don't think any of us saw at the beginning of the season this was going to be a Week 15, both these teams likely to be done for the year already.
I don't think we had as bright an outlook once Micah was traded, but I thought they would still be in a thicker fight.
Yeah. But one thing that the Cowboys do have is they are still a very, very efficient offense. And that should serve them well in this game.
As long as you keep Dak's pants clean.
Yeah.
As long as he's not under duress, getting chased around, the offense is very, very efficient. It moves the ball and scores with the best of them. In fact, what was it? There were a lot of dudes 2 weeks ago that said Cowboys about the hottest team in football. They keep rolling like this. That's Super Bowl quality offense. But he was clean. He wasn't getting hammered like he did last time we saw him.
And on the other side of things, the Cowboys just need to do what everybody else seems to be doing right now and making sure Justin Jefferson doesn't beat you. Do you know how many touchdowns Justin Jefferson has this year?
I don't. I haven't been keeping, but not many.
Hold on. 2.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
2 is the correct answer. He has not scored a touchdown since November 2nd.
Of last year?
Who's throwing him the ball?
J.J. McCarthy.
But who else?
Here's what's happening. Well, Carson Wentz for a little while, and then Max Brosmer. But here's what's happening, though. Teams are now double. There have been triple teams on Justin Jefferson, and they're saying, yeah, somebody else has to beat us. And so far, the Vikings have been unable to make that happen. If you can't take two guys and take one guy out of your offense for two of their defenders, you got a real bad situation.
You talked about the offense having to be dumbed down.
Yeah.
Well, are they dumbing it down in the direction of Jefferson? Like, we're going to just make sure that of the three decisions.
Defenses aren't allowing that.
So winners win football games. Great players get paid to be great in great moments. And sometimes you've got to risk the fact that those dudes are double covered. If Jerry Rice never got the ball thrown to him when he was double covered, he'd have never caught a ball.
Yeah.
At some point you got to go, yeah, he's double covered, but we're going to get him the ball. That's why we win football games. That's a losing proposition. So when I hear the playbook is being dumbed down, I hope it's being dumbed in his direction.
The other thing is, I mean, the Vikings are 5-8. If you're a Vikings fan, just put yourself in Vikings fan shoes. Do you want your team to win out down the stretch? Do you want your team?
Yes, you're right. We've come to the point where fandom has to make a decision. How bad do you want this? And are you really going to boo when you lose, or are you going to take it for what it's worth? You need talent.
Here's the remaining schedule for the Vikings. They play this Cowboy game, which I think is a winnable game. Next week they're at the Giants. I mean, you should be able to close your eyes and win that game.
Better be.
Christmas Day against the Lions. Well, the Vikings already beat the Lions once this year.
And if I'm the Vikings, I'm circling that as my first playoff game. These are still, I got to win these, but the Detroit game is the game that matters. I win that, it's a catapult. If I can get there. Now, some other teams got to take care of Detroit and help me.
Well, I don't know that they can. I don't know that they can make the playoffs. Period. Like, I mean,
they can.
I'm just asking, like, if they can't, do you still want them to build some confidence
and
win?
You do. Yeah. You play like you're going to the playoffs, but I look at the Detroit game as my playoff game. I'm circling that. I want to be ready. It's the national game. It'll be treated like a playoff game. I want my kids in a playoff environment, even though if I win, it doesn't mean I'm playing on. But yeah. I do think this is a team that has to act as if, because they're arcing up. This is not a team that's done. This is a team that hit a speed bump this year, and the window is still open. No, you got to act as if.
And then they play the Packers in the last week, and the Packers, I mean, they might not even be playing. Yeah. It's interesting, but also you could just tank it and get the best quarterback possible. But I don't think the Vikings are there
all
yet.
in on McCarthy.
I think they still believe.
Yeah, they can't back out now, man. They keep in mind, from the moment they drafted this cat, they got rid of two quarterbacks that both of them had pretty decent games within the last 4 days.
Yeah,
they're all in on him.
All right, let's play the status right, Vic.
It's pretty quick on the draw. Well, we've come to this. It's been a long and fun season. This is your last, final, in totality, opportunity to go see the Dallas Cowboys on us. Let's play it and do it the right way. Introducing your host, who will be put back into a mayonnaise jar and held underneath the port when the game is over. It's A.J. Barker.
Thank you. Yes, this is it. The final game that we will play of the Stat is Right.
Been a good run.
Oh, it's been a good one, man. Been fun. It's been fun.
Remember that Cardinal game? Remember the fun we had?
Oh, it was such a good time. Okay. I remember it fondly.
Just the other day.
Here's how the game works. I'm going to give you a stat, and I'm going to give you a caller number. And if you are that caller, you will get to guess that stat. And if you are the closest after the game on Sunday, on Monday, we'll give you a call and let you know, hey, you've won. The Stat is Right, and you will go see the Cowboys take on the Chargers in their final home game of the season. And this week's stat is a simple one. It's a team stat. It's how many points are the Vikings going to score? We've been talking about their offense. What can they do? How many points will the Vikings score against the Cowboys this weekend? Caller number 6. If you are the closest this week, you will win tickets to go see the Cowboys and the Chargers next Sunday. Caller number 6, 210-656-ESPN. You are the next contestant on The Stat is Right. Boom. We're halfway there on a Friday. Believe it or not, there are other games happening in the NFL this week besides the Cowboys game. We'll get into some of those coming up on the other side. It is the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Injury Attorneys, available 24/7.
When it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years and successfully represented thousands of injured Texans. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Have y'all seen my father-in-law around?
No.
I think he's mad at me.
Why?
I've got my fishing stuff all straight.
Yep.
And he starts doing all this crazy rigging on these fishing lines. Like he's in the ocean or something.
What?
There's a very simple method, and it is not that.
No, that's not it.
I mean, if you really want to catch something, get out a couple of telephones and crank on them.
Oh, they will answer.
They will answer every time.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
It's football season and nothing beats fresh coffee, crisp air, and that locker room energy. Hey, it's Rob reminding you that Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit is just a phone call away. From Selma to San Antonio, it's luxury pet care for your four-legged MVP. With over 17,000 square feet of pet paradise, more than an acre of play outside, plus training and spa treatments, this is stadium fun for your furry family members. Call 210-750-1298. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, where every pet's a champion.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9047. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-9047. That's 800-575-9047.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Blue Star Tequila, the world's first and only 100% night harvested agave. And you might be saying, well, why do I care when it's harvested? It allows the agave to be harvested while it's resting and out of the brutal heat. Benefits to workers who would normally work into the heat of the day. It's just better for the flavoring. And speaking of flavoring, it's 100% additive free. No flavoring, sweetening, or coloring added, and it's unfiltered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
Welcome to Cricket Wireless. Santa?
I've got to get Mrs. Claus a gift or I'm in a whole lot of trouble.
How about a single unlimited line? Only $35, plus a free Moto G 5G.
Dude, you're a lifesaver. Here, take a present.
Says it's for Timmy in Des Moines.
Never heard of him.
Join Cricket Nation and get a single line for $35 per month, plus a free Moto G 5G. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Requires activation of new line on select unlimited plan or higher. Pay $40 first month. New lines only. First month service charge. Tax due at sale fees. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See cricketwireless.com for details.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and heads up on the northeast side of town on 35. We're getting reports of an accident northbound right as you approach 1604. 7-8-minute delay has got you slow from O'Connor. A stall at 90 eastbound Callahan, now off to the shoulder. We're slowing down on 90 eastbound 211 to 410. That's about a 20-minute ride now. And about 15 minutes, 1604 northbound Wiseman up to Kylesdale Parkway. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
If you stayed up, you saw a thriller. The Atlanta Falcons came from 14 down to beat Tampa Bay 29-28 behind Kirk Cousins' 373 and 3 touchdowns. The Cowboys are in prime time again as they take on the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night. CeeDee Lamb, who suffered a concussion on last Thursday's loss to the Lions, was a full participant in practice and is on track to play. In the NBA, the Spurs are headed to Las Vegas for the NBA Cup semifinals against the Thunder. Tomorrow night, the tip is set for 8 o'clock. When asked if there was a chance for Wemby to return for the game, head coach Mitch Johnson said, "Very much so." I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-o! 8:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, Friday.
The fog lifted?
I don't know.
Are we going to have a bright, sunshiny day?
We're all stuck in here. We don't have any windows.
No. Well, the only window I have looks directly at Vic.
Yeah, and the only window I have looks directly at y'all.
Yeah.
That's it.
Ooh, pardon me.
The stat is right.
The stat is right. We've got our 5 contestants, right, Vic?
Yeah, we sure do.
All right, give me the range. Let's hear what we got. Here, what are the guesses?
Okay. Monday's guess, 17 points.
Okay.
Tuesday's guess, 24 points.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday's guess, 29 points.
Now we're getting into range.
Thursday's guess, yesterday's 21 points. And today, 19 points.
19.
So nothing over 30.
Wow. A lot of confidence.
I'm going to go on the high end of this.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm thinking 28.
I'm thinking 35.
Ooh, 35.
Yeah.
What's the high bid? Is it 29?
29 is the highest.
I'm going to go with the 29.
And 17 is the lowest.
You think the Cowboys lose then?
No. I just think there's going to be a lot of points scored. Last team with the ball gets to win.
God, if J.J. McCarthy puts up 35 on the Cowboys.
Hey, they've made worse quarterbacks look better. They've made some bad quarterbacks look good.
I think Bo Nix is still scoring on this team, so maybe you're right. You're right. But either way, there we go. Our final edition of The Stat is Right. We appreciate you guys playing along with us. We had fun doing that game. We'll try and do so. I want to do something like that. We just got to figure out what to do. But I enjoyed it. And
hopefully, if you enjoyed it half as much as we did, we enjoyed it twice as much as you.
That's right. Or something along those lines with the math. But yeah, we did have a good time. Glad we got to send a few listeners up to go watch a Cowboys game on top of it. That's always a fun thing for us.
And I'm free if you guys need a
if you need it
like a buddy, like a traveler.
Yeah.
I'll bring the Funyuns.
Will you stay in the hotel room with them?
Well,
or in the car
if you say nice things.
If you pay for my meal,
I'll be so handsome for you. You say nice things, you never know.
Got to be careful what you wish for, Rob.
You never know.
Chargers ain't that good. You
You whisper sweet nothings.
Oh my! All right. There are a lot more games coming up this weekend than just the Cowboys game. Believe it or not.
Do we have any bowl games yet?
Oh, wait a minute. I think we do.
We do.
And it's the worst name bowl of all time.
Is it?
The Cricket Bowl?
Oh, yeah, that is a
You
bad bowl.
literally are naming it what it's getting in ratings? Crickets?
Yeah.
You're literally the No One's Gonna Watch It Bowl. Brought to you by...
That bowl is like the...
It's a HBCU.
Yeah. But there's also another bowl game on Saturday, the LA Bowl.
Wasn't that the Jimmy Kimmel Bowl
It
for a minute?
was.
Yeah.
And now it's like it's bucked up, which I don't know what bucked up is. I think it's maybe it's an energy drink.
I hope so.
But the bucked up LA Bowl.
I'm glad I'm not doing that game.
Is we got a list.
We got a list of the games here. Let's see. We got the Pop Star.
These are just the
Bowl
ones.
is my
These are just the
favorite.
ones we're carrying.
Yes,
maybe
that's all the games we're carrying.
Okay, yeah. The LA Bowl is Saturday. I believe it's at 7:00. But the LA Bowl is Boise and Washington, which is actually a pretty decent,
that sounds like
somewhat solid game.
The Spurs are going to be playing, so I probably won't.
Yeah, I'm not going to see that either. And then we don't carry a bowl game again until we're not gonna carry the Salute to Veterans Bowl, which seems, criminal, quite frankly.
Well, we're going to carry Army Navy.
We don't care about the veterans, so we're not going to play the Troy Jacksonville State game. Okay, I guess.
Well, we're going to do the First Responder Bowl.
Veterans. We're not going to do the Cure Bowl. We don't care about finding a cure.
For what? Rabies?
Cure.
Just like heaven.
That's Old Dominion in South Florida.
It's a whole bowl dedicated to the alternative band, The Cure?
Yeah. Louisiana and Delaware play in the Ventures Bowl, but we're not carrying that one either.
I can't understand what you're saying, Bowl.
Missouri State and Arkansas State play in the Xbox Bowl up at Frisco. We're not playing that one.
What a great bowl to get invited to, because every player's going to get a free Xbox.
Every player already has an Xbox.
Oh, they're going to get a brand new free one.
And then
free's good.
Free
Friday,
is always better than paid.
There's the Myrtle Beach Bowl at 10 a.m., and then that's Kennesaw in Western Michigan. And then Memphis and North Carolina State play in the Gasparilla Bowl.
I like the Gasparilla Bowl.
It's a very important bowl.
They're in Tampa.
And then the next game that we are going to broadcast after this weekend is the Alabama-Oklahoma game. That's the first-round college football playoff game. We will carry all 4 of those college football playoff games, 1 on Friday and then 3 on Saturday.
We'll have the national broadcast on one channel on 1250, and we'll have Andrew Monaco, the voice of his broadcast right here on 94.1.
And then on Tuesday, we will carry the Boca Raton Bowl. Raton or Raton?
It's Raton.
Okay, I always said Boca Raton, but then people correct me and say Boca Raton.
Who says Raton?
I don't know.
Are you from there?
That's Louisville and Toledo. That'll be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday, December 23rd.
Louisville and Toledo sounds like a AAA baseball game.
And then the Nolans Bowl.
Is it spelled that way, Nolans?
No, it's
one
spelled
word?
New Orleans.
Should be Nolans.
But especially because if it was Nolans, no one would say New Orleans. I hate when people say New Orleans or New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Or New Orleans.
What about Frisco?
What about it?
When people say Frisco.
But they're not. Oh, but they're not talking about Dallas.
No,
they're
I'm
talking
talking about San Francisco. Like, I'm headed out to Frisco.
Out to the Frisco Bay.
I want to slap you.
I don't like that either. Yeah, I'm
Just
with you.
say it.
Or San Antonio. I don't really like that either, but that's another thing.
And then Christmas Eve, we'll have the Hawaii Bowl. That's Cal in Hawaii. Congratulations, Hawaii. Your bowl trip is next door.
They should, Hawaii should have to go play like the Rocky Mountains Ice Bowl.
They should.
And then they invite people. It's like swapping husbands. You have to go play in the bad weather.
We've got the Rate Bowl, which is New Mexico and Minnesota. That's going to be the Rate Bowl. Used to be called the.
I heard that different.
I did too. What?
Yeah, Baylor.
The Duke lacrosse team is actually playing.
Oh.
Wow.
They're playing.
That's on pay-per-view.
They're playing for the Kobe Bryant Trophy.
Ooh.
Ben Roethlisberger, the honorary captain. No, the Rate Bowl.
Oh, okay.
That's the day after Christmas. That's at 3:30. New Mexico and Minnesota. Do we not have the option to carry the First Responder Bowl, FIU and UTSA?
Depending on, we do have some broadcast rights issues. We can broadcast it if the affiliation, if it's like I don't want to get too radio-ish, but if ESPN and Westwood One is actually have the broadcast rights, yes, we can.
ESPN has it.
And then we might be running it on the 1250.
Okay, I hope we
I
are.
don't have any guarantees.
That's the UTSA game.
We do run into some broadcast issues when it comes to UTSA.
And then Saturday, December 27th, we are playing the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
My favorite of all the Mowers Bowls.
That is Penn State and Clemson.
You'd think they'd do and that's in Yankee Stadium, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Yankee Stadium. And then we're playing the Pop-Tart Bowl.
My favorite bowl now because you get to eat the Pop-Tart at the end of the game.
Eat the mascot. Yeah, that's Georgia Tech and BYU out in Orlando, Florida. The next Tuesday.
Are the Mormons allowed to have Pop-Tarts?
I think so.
Okay, good.
You just can't.
I don't know.
They can't have coffee with their Pop-Tart.
So no caffeinated
Correct.
Pop-Tarts. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
The Music City Bowl is going to be on December 30th. That one is Tennessee and Illinois. That'll be an orange-on-orange crime. And then we'll carry the Alamo Bowl later that evening, USC and TCU. We'll have the
of all the matchups, that sounds like a pretty good one.
We'll have the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl featuring Michigan and Texas here on New Year's Eve. Rob tried to not have us play that. He tried to kibosh that game. He's like, I don't want that on our air, but they're playing it anyway. And we'll also have the ReliaQuest Bowl, which
What's
is
that? What's ReliaQuest? I guess we'll know after.
We'll find out. Yeah, it's Vanderbilt and Iowa, a big one. And then we'll have all the quarterfinals. And then finally, on the day after New Year, we'll have a very important matchup, the Liberty Bowl, Liberty Bibbity, Navy and Cincinnati, and the Duke's Mayo Bowl, where someone will be covered in mayonnaise, Wake Forest at Mississippi State.
We're going to watch a co-ed of some indiscriminate city
and
eat
then
an entire jar of mayonnaise.
And then we'll have the CFP semifinals and the national championship, of course. All of those things.
And that's in January.
Yes,
14th,
yes.
15th,
We'll have all of that. The final is on the 19th.
Where are they playing that? Miami?
Yes, yeah, the Hard Rock Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I've got some reservations just in case.
I would make other plans and then.
You don't know why I'm reserving that.
No, I'm saying I would make other plans and then that you're willing to cancel.
No, it's really cool the fact that you can go Miami. Yeah. You're telling me there's a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance.
Somewhat.
Let's take a look at the games going on in the NFL this weekend. The Chargers and the Chiefs. The Chiefs are 5.5-point favorites. The Chargers are. I don't know if they're playing surprisingly well. They've won 5 out of 6 now. The one loss was a little bit alarming when they just got hammered by the Jags. But for the most part, I mean, a win against the Eagles last week. They're playing good football. They knocked off they beat the hell out of the Steelers a couple weeks ago.
Are you rooting for the Chiefs to lose?
Yes. Yeah, is that wrong?
I don't know, because I was so eager for the Patriot thing to be over. But it went on longer, and there were other reasons above and beyond just, it was Brady and Belichick and the greats and all that kind of stuff. I'm not really cheering the end of the Kansas City run. I'm not necessarily when New England was done, it felt like the world would be better off. We just need to move on. It's kind of like LeBron, where you go ahead and retire. It's time to move on. I don't feel like I'm ready to move on from the Kansas City behemoth. I hope it's not over. You know what I mean? I hope this isn't the last of the games where Kelsey retires and Reed decides, well, I'm going to hang it up, and Mahomes decides to get it at one. I hope it's not that. I don't think it is, but it could be.
I wonder if you'd feel differently if the team that you root for
played
their last game
of this. It would suck if I had to go against. It's like when Jordan retired, everybody applaud, thank God, but I wasn't ready to turn the page.
In the last 5 years, the last game the Bills have played,
I agree.
4 of them was against the Kansas City Chiefs.
I don't have a dog in the fight, you're right. But on the broad scope of things, I'm not really ready to put Kansas City to bed yet.
Now, if you told me that ending the Kansas City dynasty was going to ignite a New England Patriots dynasty, I would say just keep winning Kansas City.
I'm with you there.
I don't want the Patriots to be back on top of the pile. But I've been... Every night I've gone to bed in the last 5 years, I've prayed to Jesus, baby Jesus in the sky, please let the Chiefs be done. And quite frankly, this is, if the Bills do not come out of the AFC this year in a year where, quite frankly, it looks like Mahomes, Lamar, and Joe Burrow won't be in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those what coulda, shoulda been.
It's the Bills are never going to win.
Yeah.
They're never going to win if they can't do it this year. It's just the facts. We'll talk about that Bills-Patriots game coming up. Vic wants me to stay on target here because we are going to have Shoddy here coming up in the next hour, so he wants me to stay on clock. I'm going to tell you about Underdog Fantasy, and Underdog is a great way to get in on the action, whether it's NBA, NFL. There's something for everybody, and NBA. The Cup games, the Emirates Cups games tomorrow, the Spurs and the Thunder. What a game. What a game. And you want to have some action on it. Of course, we're all going to be watching it. Why not win some money while you watch it? What's the play? For me, I'm going to go Harrison Barnes higher on his points. When the Spurs have a chance, and the Spurs are going to have to shoot threes to stay in this game, I think Harrison Barnes is going to be the guy they look to. So give me Harrison Barnes higher on his points, higher on his three-point attempts maybe as well. Unfortunately, though, this is the bad side of things. I'm also going to go higher on Chet Holmgren points rebounds just because with no Wemby, I think Chet is going to have his way down in the paint. It's so easy. You pick your favorite players and they go higher or lower on their stats. You get it right, you can win up to 5,000 times your money. Download the app today. Use the promo code Alamo. You'll score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo Underdog. Make picks and win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
1, 2, 3, Cowboys! South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday night at 7:20. The Cowboys take on the Minnesota Vikings at home in Arlington. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J. Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J. Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun, really fun, as in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J. Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J. Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-691-9999. That's 800-691-9999.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio where I've practiced for more than 30 years. And San Antonio has really grown since I started practicing law. The risk of injury in a car crash today is greater than it's ever been because every day we're forced to share our roads with 80,000-pound 18-wheelers and some truly dangerous drivers. If you or a family member is injured in a car crash, know this. The insurance companies are mobilized against you. They have highly trained adjusters and a long roster of attorneys with one job: pay as little as possible. Their techniques are extensive, and I believe you have zero chance of obtaining a fair recovery on your own. If you're involved in a car crash, you need to hire an attorney as soon as possible after the collision and before you speak to the insurance company's adjusters. Now, I do not have a comic book nickname. I do not call myself the Law Eagle, the Tiger Lawyer, the Law Chupacabra. I think the practice of law needs to be taken more seriously. If you've been injured, call me, Jason Thompson, for a free consultation. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 210-900-0400, or my website, alawyerforus.com.
And now they're ready for the next chapter, the next level. Now they're ready for the next.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
All right. Going back, continuing to roll through the NFL matchups this weekend. You got a feel for that Chargers-Chiefs? You think the Chiefs lose here? Is it over for them?
I do. I think that the ghost is gone, at least this year.
I got a feeling they keep it up. I think they win this week, and then we'll still have hope until the bitter end.
I don't want it to be completely over, but I do want some new blood.
Chiefs, after this one, they've got Titans, Broncos, and Raiders. So I guess, the Titans and Raiders are at least on the road, but, I don't know. I always say the Chiefs are Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Until I see their head cut off, I'm not going to believe that they're dead. They're just going to keep getting up and coming.
But I will say this: the way you beat the Chiefs is the way that the Chargers play.
Yeah,
just dominate the line of scrimmage, run the ball, and pass appropriately.
Bills Patriots. The Bills 1.5-point favorites on the road. This game is not really as important as it seems, because even if the Bills win, if the Patriots beat the Dolphins and the Jets, then they're going to win the division anyway.
I think it matters to the Bills' psyche. I think they need to go in and they might not need to win, but they need to play pretty good. They need to feel good about themselves.
I think so too. And
because Buffalo's rolling. They're playing pretty good football right now. There's no need. And this is the team that you should be, you're going to have to measure yourself against. You're going to play them on the road, it looks like. So,
also you don't want to mess around with a win here. Pretty almost guarantees you a wild card spot.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about playoffs for them, but I think for the good of the team, you need to acquit yourself well enough to where you feel like no matter what, you can beat them next time you play them.
I like the Bills this week. I rarely am willing to bet on the Bills, particularly on the road. The thing about the Patriots though is they can't run the football.
Well, they've trended up over the last couple of weeks. That draft pick's been holding on to the football, and they're trusting it more. But, no, that's been the weak link this year.
The Patriots are really good defending the pass and passing the ball. The Bills are really good at running the ball right now, which the Patriots are not good at stopping. And the Bills, they can't stop the run. Patriots aren't doing that. The Patriots' path to winning is letting Drake May cook. I like the Bills. I think the matchup is good for them right now. Yeah. Cardinals at the Texans. The Texans 9.5-point favorites.
Just do what you've been doing. The Cardinals are going to beat you up, but they're not going to surprise you with anything.
But the Texans are one of those teams, I'm not looking to lay big margin with the Texans.
That's a big number. But, the Cardinals, like I said, they're going to hit you hard. They're going to play hard. But there's nothing about that Cardinal team that scares you other than maybe a couple of deep balls that they might sneak past you. But you go play your defense, they're not even going to get that.
Yeah, there'll be some points scored. The Cardinals' offense will, even against the Texans' D, the Cardinals' offense will show up.
Yeah, they're gonna throw it deep. That's what they do.
If the Texans can put up 20, they're going to win this game. Colts at the Seahawks. The Seahawks are 13.5-point favorites. I'll be honest. I think if it gets to 14, I'm going to bet on Phillip Rivers. I know it sounds crazy, but 14 points.
Dude, this could be 28 points. I mean,
do you think Phillip Rivers is a worse player today than Riley Leonard?
Yes.
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. I think this is a guy who could show up today and understand football more than Riley Leonard does. And you're not asking him to run around. He's gonna. My guess is there's a whole lot of tight ends getting fed here. Phillip Rivers ain't gonna be throwing it deep. But I just think 14 points is it's just a massive over-adjustment.
Against the Seattle team that has been
they're very good.
Pasting teams on both sides of the ball. And it's not I don't think it's about Rivers' performance per se. I just think that if I'm going to go against him at the end of every pass play, at the risk of some personal fouls, Phillip's going to be on his ass. At the end of every pass play, I might pick up a 15-yard roughness penalty, but I'm going to earn it. I'm going to make sure that this guy can barely move by the third quarter.
All right. Vic wants me to go ahead and break now so we can get Shoddy coming up at 8:30. We'll continue the NFL look at 9 o'clock after we talk to the coach. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You know, you want to judge a person in his property, walk out and see what he's got in his barn. If there's an Ewald Kubota sitting there, the guy knows what he's doing. I bet the place is put together and looks fantastic because he has the right tool for every job, and that's a Kubota tractor. Right now, if you've been chasing a Kubota, you wanted that orange tractor in your barn, there's no better time than to head over to any one of the Ewald Kubotas around Central and South Texas. Deals are ready to be made. Handshakes are ready to be had because, well, the Ewald name means something. They know that the first time you buy something from them is just the beginning of a long and beautiful relationship because, you know, a Kubota is going to last you a long time, but you might need a part or two, and they know that. They're going to make sure the parts are available to you with a phone call or a visit. They've got everything you need. If you're in business and you need a partner, need some big equipment on the work site, one call does it all. You know that the Kubota name means quality, and the Ewald names are going to stand up beside you till you get the job done, knowing full well that everything you need that Kubota can do or Ewald can do, they're going to get it done. If it's time to get that new ATV to get out to the lease or have some fun, head over to Kubota today or Ewald today. Good deals to be had, great financing. What I'm getting at is 'tis the season to get some orange. Head over to Ewald Kubota and prove to yourself that from the Texas coast to the hill country of Texas, Ewald Kubota is heck yeah, your Kubota dealer.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and heads up on the northeast side of town on 35. We're getting reports of an accident northbound right as you approach 1604. 7-8 minute delay has got you slow from O'Connor. A stall at 90 eastbound Callahan now off to the shoulder. We're slowing down on 90 eastbound 211 to 410. That's about a 20-minute ride now. And about 15 minutes, 1604 northbound Wiseman up to Kylesdale Parkway. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Thomas J. Henry Injury Attorneys, available 24/7.
When it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years and successfully represented thousands of injured Texans. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
The John Clay Wolf Show. Here's what's going on in the Wolf Pack.
Rollins, were you at the fight?
You know, to tell you the absolute truth, no one called me.
Were you just sitting there on your couch?
Technically, I was laying in bed with my supermodel wife in a mattress full of money. And
was she nude or was she clothed?
She was nude.
She was nude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You should have seen it. You guys should have been there.
The John Clay Wolf Show.
Listen to the John Clay Wolf Show, Saturday morning at 8 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Sign up for BetMGM and check out all the exciting new ways you can make this football season unforgettable. Enjoy our all-new app design and same-game parlay builder, which will take your experience to a new level. Earn BetMGM rewards points from your bets. Take advantage of football promos found nowhere else, like a second chance offer on a first touchdown bet, and keep an eye out for rewards dropping in your account throughout the season. Never settle for ordinary. Sign up today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements, promotions may vary by market. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm. How can I help?
That guy pulled out in front of me out of nowhere. The police are on their way, but I'm really shaken up.
Don't worry. We're going to get you taken care of. You made the right call.
I'm Jeff Davis. If you've been hurt in a car, truck, or 18-wheeler wreck, call Davis Law Firm at 444-4444. We're ready to help day or night, and there's no fee unless we win.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, it is day 2 of our Army-Navy weekend here in Baltimore.
And what a lineup we have today, including Heisman winner RG3, American Athletic Conference Commissioner Tim Pernetti, and Miss America.
Miss America? Wow, I'm looking forward to that.
I bet you are. Plus, we'll get you ready for a great NFL weekend. The Cowboys and Vikings coming up on Sunday Night Football.
The Blitz from Baltimore. We started 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yeah.
Morning Huddle 94.1. We them boys around here making noise. Waiting on the head coach, Brian Schottenheimer, who this will be the first post-loss conversation we've had with him in a little while. Things were looking good for a while.
Yeah, but we had more than our share of posts.
I mean, yeah, we're about 50-50, I reckon. Yeah. Maybe exactly 50-50, I reckon. But yeah, we'll talk to him coming up here in just a moment as the Cowboys play a big one this week. Well, I'm sure they'll have an eye on the Raiders-Eagles matchup that everyone's going to be keeping their eye on. You know, everyone who hates themselves.
I was going to say, I'm not sure how many people have an eye on it, but if the Cowboys can pull off the win, at least it'll keep pressure on the Eagles to continue to kind of have to press the gas.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what Coach thinks about the state of the Cowboys right now.
I think for me, just be boring on Sunday night. Go run the football. If like you can't stop the run, go run the football. Keep the defense off the field. Don't give them an opportunity to even think Jefferson can get open. I don't care if you put 3 guys on him. Just run the football.
Dak's done a really good job against the blitz, which is kind of key against these defenses that Minnesota rolls out there. Obviously, Brian Flores, the most blitz-heavy defensive coordinator in football. Dak does well against it historically. So, I mean, maybe there's some opportunities for – and the other thing is the Vikings get eaten up by slants, and George Pickens is the best slant runner in the NFL right now. I don't think they're going to just run the football.
Well, I mean, Vikings are 22nd in the league against the run.
Yeah.
They haven't been able to score a lot of points because they can't get their offense on the field. So get out there and just do what they're bad at and just run the football and then pepper some other stuff in. I like the fact that CeeDee's there, but I can't wait to talk to Shotty about Ferguson. I'm not sure we're going to have Ferguson on Sunday. At least he didn't practice yesterday, and that he has been the safety valve. At least he was last week. Had a hell of a week.
There is kind of that's the good thing compared to last year. There wasn't really an identity where you could say, hey, let's just go run the football this week.
I'd like,
wasn't
that
really
you can
an
actually
option
just
then.
bring it up. You don't have to be great at it, but if you can just dominate not even dominate, just keep the possession arrow on your side of the ball and hold the ball 32 minutes, I think you're in a much better place.
I would think so.
Although
too.
the defense has gotten better, I'm not upset with the improvements. The old dudes have really kind of started playing pretty decent football. I mean, we say that after a loss, but the names that we wanted to hear. We have been hearing. Clowney's been mentioned and has made some plays. Certainly Clark made a play or two. We know new linebacker has made a play. So there's been some uptick in the defense, but
I mean, it also helps that you played a Chiefs offense that was kind of broken, an Eagles offense that's kind of broken, and a Raiders offense that has been broken. I mean, a lot of it's just that you got into a good schedule at the right time for your defense to look good, and then last week against a Lions offense that is clicking, it did not look good.
Right. It showed where the problems were. You just have slightly more talented dudes failing.
It's still, even though improved, it's still a pretty bad defense.
Oh, it's terrible, man. That's what, when you start having to design your offense, or at least in my mind, just to keep the defense off the field, I'd rather, we ran into this last year, and McCarthy put it in a way that I will use from now on. Just finish your drives with kicks.
Yeah.
Whether it's punt or an extra point. Don't turn the ball over. Keep your perspective on, let's just win the football game. We're not going to get ourselves in the playoffs with one win. Let's just get this one out of the way.
But you're also, like I talk about all those offenses that have been broken. I mean, Minnesota's not exactly in great shape right now.
No, they're in terrible shape. But the one thing they do well scares the fool out of me. I mean, they've got good enough wide receivers where they can get a pretty good lead pretty quick without much effort.
And like I said, I mean, I read that stat earlier. When the Vikings get an early lead, they are very difficult to beat. But if you jump out on them, they're almost – it's like putting a fish in the desert and just watching him flop, trying to find his way back to shore. It ain't going to happen. Yeah, but either way, it was a super interesting matchup for the Cowboys and Vikings. Here's what I'm going to do, Vic, if it's all right with you, boss. I'm going to run through a couple other of these games while we wait on Coach Shoddy, if that's all right.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Just let me know if we need to bounce out and talk to the coach. Browns-Bears is a nooner.
It's the biggest game the Bears have played in a couple years, man.
Yeah,
against a team that they should beat, but a team that has the capability of embarrassing them. I mean, they can blitz their quarterback to oblivion if they want to.
I mean, the Bears would be. You talk about just go out and run the ball. That's what the Bears need to do in this game. Don't let that Browns pass rush come into play. Don't let Myles Garrett go start chasing around Caleb Williams. Let Caleb Williams hold on to the ball too long, give up a bunch of sacks. Just hand the ball off to Swift and Monungai, run the ball, and get the hell out of there with as close of a win as you can. The Bears have generally looked really good the last few weeks until that Packers game because they've been able to basically follow that one model. Now, that said, they were also going up against just a bunch of clown show quarterbacks, which they get another one this week. But, I don't know what to make of the Bears. All right, let's go to the Buyers Barricade guest line. We've got them locked in here. Brought to you by our good friends at AA Best Bail Bonds, is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Brian Schottenheimer here on the phone with us. Coach, good morning. How are you?
Hey, Rob, AJ, how you guys doing this morning?
Living the dream.
We're doing well, man. We're doing well. We hadn't talked to you post-loss in a while, and this was a tough one against Detroit. What do you think Detroit did right in this one, and what do you think, if you had to pick like the top two things that you wish you guys would have done differently, what would you go with?
Well, I think it all starts with the ball. Unfortunately, we didn't take care of the football very, very well, and we didn't get the takeaways that we need. I think that's where we have to start right now as we sit here and we're, trying to continue to stack wins and make a strong push here at the end. I think, in terms of, we kind of look at things from quarter standpoint, in terms of the season, how you break the games up. And, we came out of the third quarter 3-1. I do think we're playing good football, but guys, we got to fix the football, and it's all about the ball. And, the number one thing in our football mantra is win the turnover battle. And quite honestly, we're doing an extremely poor job of that. That starts with me. We're -8. I think we're 29th in the league. We're giving it away too much. And we were -3 in that game. So that's the first area. Second area came down to red zone. They were, I think, 4 for 5, really good. They scored touchdowns. And I think we were 1 for 3. So you come out of a game where it's 44-30 or whatever the final score was. And if we do a little bit better job on either end in the red zone, you flip that score around a little bit and, hopefully we would have come away with a victory. So those are the two areas that, again, And there were a lot of different areas. We did good things, we did bad things, which is no different than any game. But those are the two things that jumped out at me: the football and not doing what we need to do with that, and then the red zone execution on both sides.
How much of the ball security plays into your play design, into your format for your offensive game plan for the next week? Do you start looking at plays and the higher opportunity for turnovers, or is it more the addressing of the actual mechanics inside of every play?
Yeah, it's more the fundamentals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's more of, we show guys, we show guys clips every Thursday. Again, we get up there and we kind of take them through really how our game went and what were the good ops where, again, we got great punches on the ball or there was tips that, maybe could have been intercepted on our part. And then same thing on offense, examples of us protecting it and holding it well. And then examples of us being loose. And quite honestly, there's been too many occasions that we're a little bit lackadaisical with it. And this league anymore, guys, I mean, you guys remember this, but I mean, 15 years ago, everyone was or 10 years ago, maybe, everybody's talking about Charles Tillman, Peanut. And this is the guy that just invented the punch and how to get the ball from people. And now everybody's got a ball security expert and things like that. And at the end of the day, we have to understand when you're carrying the football, there's mechanics, right? If I'm running to the right, the sidelines to my right, I need to have the ball in my outside arm. Why? Well, I can use my left arm as a weapon, the stiff arm protected. But when you're in traffic, you have to lock the ball, which literally means I literally pin the ball against my chest by making an X with my two arms. Because if you pin the ball against your body, there's no exit angles for the ball to come out. And we've done a poor job of that. And, of course, on defense, we got to get the dang ball away. I mean, that's a big part of it. And starts with hitting the quarterback, playing tighter coverage. And, games – look, we were -3 against the Lions. I think it's 88% chance of losing the game when you're -3.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about the middle eight and how important that is. And if you throw a pick on your first play of the second half, you're going to lose the middle eight 99 times out of 100. I had a specific moment that I wanted to ask you about, but I want to take it into what your process is on these moments. So late in the first half, I think it was maybe it was under a minute left, and you guys were down 17-6, and I think it was 4th and 4, and you guys decide to kick a field goal there. And in my mind, couch coach was saying, I think they should go for it here. I'd like to see you guys go for it here, because it's going to be hard to beat the Lions with field goals, is what my philosophy is. What's the decision process for you guys? Like, do you have is there an analytics guy who says, hey, this is what we do here, and you follow that hard and fast? How much of it is your gut? How much of it is, do you trust the Lions to go down and score there? What all goes into that? And so what went into that particular decision, and what goes into it on the next time that comes up? Is it always the same?
This is actually something that we actually talk about. We game plan like any phase you would, like third down defense or, kickoff coverage. We have a game plan going into each game. All right, who we playing? What are we thinking? Who's the quarterback? How aggressive are they? How aggressive do we need to be? But we have a game management coordinator by the name of Ryan Feeder that I've been around. Actually, he's one of the first guys I met when I got in the building here as a consultant back with Mike and DQ and those guys. And this guy's he's incredible, man. And so he's the voice I'm always listening to. But at the end of the day, guys, Feeder and I are having these conversations as the drive is going. And then a lot of it, though, is the game plan, but also gut instinct. At that point, and I can't remember my exact thought process looking back, but I do remember thinking, man, we were just kind of struggling on offense, and I felt like points were important. We did talk about going for it, but some of it's gut, some of it's feel, some of it's how's the game going? What do I think? And I just felt like points at that, no pun intended, getting points in that situation was going to be good for us, which in reality, guys, it was, because we ended up going and making it 30-27 at one point, and we weren't able to finish it off. But believe me, I've made right decisions, I've made wrong decisions, but that's kind of the process.
You wonder if you have a guy like that, do you tell him, if I want to go for it at 4th and whatever, at any point during the game, just tell me no. No matter what my gut says, just tell me punt the ball, coach. I wonder if you have that kind of conversation. I want to get into something that you went down in a presser you had earlier in the week. You were talking about Trayvon and, his preparation and being ready for the game. And then I think back to you benching your wide receivers for a play. Talk to me about building culture and what goes into the decisions of, some of the guys that are front and center, kind of making them being held a little bit more accountable than maybe they're accustomed to. How's the process? Is it something, again, a gut feel in getting things to be the way that you see them, the way they should be?
No, I think at the end of the day, guys, there's a standard and there's something, and I've said it from day one. Our goal is very simple. We want to bring a world championship to Dallas, and we want to also build one of the greatest cultures in professional sports. And I think both of those things require having a standard. And I'm not using any names. It doesn't matter. Insert player X, coach X. The standard is that we're going to compete every day to be the best versions of ourselves. And again, a lot of the things that we talk about for me is just being consistent. And again, that's every day. You walk in the building, be consistent, try to get better, be intentional, compete, go to practice, compete, go to meetings after practice, make the corrections, get coached and all those things. And it's hard to do over a 19-plus game schedule into the playoffs and Super Bowl and things like that. It's very hard to do. But at the end of the day, for me, I just really believe that, when you have a standard, everyone needs to reach the standard. And if they don't, I'm not mad. I'm not going to yell and scream, but I'm going to have real conversations. And I think that's a strength of mine. Is I can sit down with a coach or a player and be like, hey, here's the standard, boom. We're not doing the standard. And if I don't handle it the same with you, Rob, and then I let AJ get away with it, or I let AJ get away with it and not you, then I'm being a hypocrite. And I'm never going to be that, because I believe in being authentic and being the same guy every day.
All right, let's get into the game coming up this week. And by the way, I should get away with more than Rob does. I mean,
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Sometimes you got an MVP caliber guy, you let him get away with a little.
Not to get caught.
Let's get into this game, and this is Coach AJ talking again, Couch Coach AJ. I think maybe more than, obviously you always want to jump up early on a team. I think this Vikings team in particular, the early part of the game matters a lot for you guys. I think the Vikings are not built to play from behind. I think right now they've kind of dumbed it down for McCarthy, a guy they're trying to get some confidence. And quite frankly, this defense, if they get a lead and they're allowed to tee off, they've got a bunch of exotic stuff they can throw at you and make life difficult for offenses. But if they can keep it simple and run the football, this Minnesota team's pretty dangerous. Do you take that into consideration when you're scripting the start of this game? Like it's really important this week to get out to a fast start?
Well, the first thing, I have a question for AJ. Like, do you actually wear a fake headset on game day? Because I have a vision of you just like with a headset on, going through the motions.
He goes Andy Reid.
Really
awesome. He goes Coach Reid. He's got a menu.
Fake Andy Reid. Yeah, fake Andy Reid. I love that guy. Fake Andy Reid who's got his headset. I just wondered because, again, you are very knowledgeable, but I think that's what I'm going to do when I retire is I'm just going to sit around with a headset and talk to nobody but myself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, go for it here.
And keep a challenge flag in your sock
and then I tell myself, oh my God! I can't believe Shotty did this. I'm going to talk to him on the radio on Friday, and I can't believe he did this. The only difference between us, Coach, is you can wear I'm bald. A bald guy wearing a visor is like basically the dumbest thing ever. So I can't wear a visor, but that's the only difference between us right now. I think is pretty much that.
Well, and then again, and you probably don't stick pens in your hat like I do in my visor, and my kids kill me. They're like, Dad, why can we get you a pocket holder or something for your pens? I'm like, yeah.
If you can see me right now, I actually have a bottle of Dr. Pepper Zero stuck in my hat.
We have different tools of the trade, Coach.
Tools. No, and also
I got the visual. I
think they pay you more. I'm not certain, but I think they pay you more.
A little more.
But I'm working on that.
But hey, if you keep doing a good job, like Dr. Pepper might become a big sponsor.
If we play our cards right.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but let me answer the question. Again, this is a very good football team. Again, their problem, quite honestly, when they went through the losing, the streak that they had there, a little bit where they're struggling, was the turnovers as well. So, Kevin O'Connell's a friend of mine. I coached him in New York. I know how bright he is. I know what a great leader of men that he is. Brian Flores, guys, is one of the best defensive minds in football. I remember going against the guy when he was in New England. He creates all kinds of problems with how multiple they are. And quite honestly, we've not started very fast this year, and I do feel like, anytime you can get a lead, it's a good thing. But at the end of the day, I am a believer that the game always swings back to where, because that's really what the league wants, right? They want these games to be close in the fourth quarter. And I'd love nothing more than to start fast in this game. But I do think no matter how it starts, whether it's down 21-0 against Philadelphia or third play of the game against Kansas City, you throw an interception and they go 2 plays later for a touchdown, you got to keep playing because games are truly won and lost in the fourth quarter.
You talked about Coach Flores and his tendency to be so multiple. You had your quarterback on his butt 5 times last week. What's the process to eliminating the sacks while dealing with knowing blitzes are coming from every direction?
Yeah, again, it's the communication part of it. I do think it's a positive thing that we get the game at home. It gives us a chance to use our cadence, gives us a chance to communicate, all be on the same page. But, quite honestly, we just didn't, we didn't do a great job of pass protection last week. Really, a lot of it was fundamentals, and a lot of it was, we just, we weren't punching the way we were supposed to punch and playing with length and things like that. But we've actually been pretty good at protecting the quarterback. But this will be a great challenge because not only do they have, good players. I mean, anytime you got, Allen and Hargrove and those guys inside and Grenard and those guys outside, like it's a veteran defense, man. But they also have the multiplicity and the blitzes, and that compounds the problems a little bit.
Talk about. I think Dak is one of his biggest strengths is against the blitz, which I think is a good thing when you're playing Brian Flores, obviously. But Dak seems to handle the blitz very well. What of his attributes do you think allows him to do it so well? Is it just the quick decision making, or what do you see in Dak that helps him succeed against a blitz where so many other guys have struggles?
Yeah, I think it goes back to kind of the training and things that actually have been in place since we kind of started building this thing with Coach McCarthy a couple years back. Is we have a thing called the Trouble Series, which is basically how you can handle what are your answers for certain blitzes, whether it's for strong, for weak, double A gap, issues like that. And I think Dak has mastered that Trouble Series. He knows all of the answers. He knows how we're picking up certain blitzes, and I think that's really important because that allows you to trust what's happening. It allows you to play firm on your back foot, which you guys know you've heard me talk about a lot in terms of playing with a firm back foot gives you great accuracy. And I think that's the starting point is he has mastered our protection Trouble Series. But again, these guys are going to throw things at us that we haven't seen. And that's where you have to trust your rules because you play a defense like Brian Flores. It's one of those deals where it's like, hey guys, bring your playbook to the stadium. What do I mean by that? Not just literally bring your playbook, but you got to trust your rules and you have to be ready to adjust.
Coach, this is from AJ and I, little research. We like the slant route this week. We like the slant route to Pickens. Looks like something might be available.
Well,
just a little bit something that might be available to you.
Well, let me tell you, I like the slant route too. And then unfortunately, they got us on one last week. The corner made a nice play on it, but just to not be taken away, we went right back to it and had a nice play later in the game. So you guys must watch a lot of football because slants to our guys are usually pretty good.
Yeah, and the Vikings seem to give it up a little bit too. So maybe this might be some success there. Speaking of wide receivers, what's the status with CD? Or what is your expectation that he is going to play, or is it just kind of a wait and see? What kind of protocol does he still have to get through?
No, he's doing good. I think he should be ready to go. He looks great, and again, excited to have him out there. I think really he was obviously having a monster game last week before the injury, and scary moment, but he's doing great and is progressing to play.
As we get ready to watch Sunday Night Football and we're watching the game, what's one thing we should look for from Minnesota that might surprise us that you've seen on film? Nothing that you'll give anything away, but, let everybody know that, hey, I listened to Coach on Friday, he told us this might happen.
Yeah, I think you're going to see them want to come in here and try to establish the running game. I mean, they've got 2 really good backs. It's a good run design, the way they attack the running game. And Aaron Jones is a really dynamic, athlete that can hurt you, running the ball inside, running the ball outside in the perimeter. Mason is a big, powerful guy that's hard to get on the ground. I think both guys are averaging over like 4.5 or 4.6 a carry. And anytime you can do that, you take some pressure off the quarterback. And again, we want to do that with a MVP caliber quarterback in Dak Prescott, and they want to do that in a very talented young quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. And I think that's really important and something that people probably don't. They want to talk about, Justin Jefferson, who's an elite player, and Addison and Hawkinson, all those guys. But at the end of the day, this is a really good running football team that we have to try to slow that down.
Well, I mean, I've noticed the Vikings the last couple of weeks anyway. I mean, the teams that are playing these Minnesota Vikings are saying it's going to be anybody but Justin Jefferson. They are doing everything they can to take Justin Jefferson out of the game. He's only got 2 touchdowns all season long. He had 10 last season. You could say what you want about who the quarterback is or what, and obviously I think the Vikings are trying to make things simple and build some confidence for McCarthy. But how important is it to remember that still might be the best wide receiver on the planet lining up on that field, even though they haven't been able to use him the way they want to this year?
Yeah, the minute you take that guy for granted, man, he's going to make you pay. So you turn on their film, guys, it's very clear that this guy's an elite player, and this is a guy that we have to try to neutralize. And I think one of the reasons why you see the numbers that he's put up over the last couple games, why that is the respect that he's earned. But at the same time, Kevin and his staff are working very, very hard and diligently to figure out, okay, well, they know that, we know that, and they're going to do everything they can to get him the ball. And I think, it's the way the game goes. They want to get the ball to him. They're going to try. We have to try to limit him because he is obviously one of the elite receivers in the league and a guy I actually just love watching play.
All right, that is head coach Brian Schottenheimer. Coach, good luck getting back on track this week. Good luck. I'm sure you guys will all be gathered around praying to baby Jesus in the sky that the Raiders can win a football game this week. I know that's not fun, but you got to do what you got to do. So enjoy the weekend. Hopefully get you guys back in the win column, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Okay, guys. Always enjoy it, man.
Thanks, Appreciate it, Coach. There you go. That's Brian Schottenheimer, brought to you by AA Best Bail Bonds. And, of course, he and all our guests appear via the Buyers Barricade guest lines. Buyers Barricades providing traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond online at buyersbarricades.com. All right. Look at us.
Stop the run.
3 hours down, 1 hour to go on a Friday. We'll wrap up the NFL conversation on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming gifts, plus shipping supplies and services for safe delivery. Don't miss 50% off custom cards, photo gifts, wrapping paper, and more. Visit staples.com/print for details. Staples, that was easy.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294 0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GRAVY25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GRAVY25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GRAVY25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
The guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, president of Leaf Filter, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/trust to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/trust for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/trust for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/trust. See representative for warranty details.
America's Diamond has never sold lab-grown diamonds, and we warned our clients, friends, and neighbors that wholesale prices would crash to almost nothing. 2-carat GVS2 lab-grown diamonds are currently being traded at wholesale for $264, but some jewelers are still selling them online for $3,000 to $4,000. Repeat, wholesale $264, retail $3,000 to $4,000. Some retailers are selling 1-carat lab-grown diamonds for under $300, and others are giving them away for free with purchase. Lab-grown diamonds are very easy to detect with gemological equipment. Tens of millions of carats are produced in huge factories in China and India, using a tremendous amount of subsidized electricity supplied by coal-burning power plants. America's Diamond has only offered traditional, real, natural earth-grown diamonds that are rare, extremely beautiful, and have had real value for centuries. See our television program tonight on ABC KSAT 12 at 12:35 a.m. or right now at americasdiamond.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning and heads up on the northeast side of town on 35. We're getting reports of an accident northbound right as you approach 1604. 7-8 minute delay has got you slow from O'Connor. A stall at 90 eastbound Callahan, now off to the shoulder. We're slowing down on 90 eastbound 211 to 410. That's about a 20-minute ride now. And about 15 minutes, 1604 northbound Wiseman up to Kyle Seal Parkway. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
If you stayed up, you saw a thriller. The Atlanta Falcons came from 14 down to beat Tampa Bay 29-28 behind Kirk Cousins' 373 and 3 touchdowns. The Cowboys are in prime time again as they take on the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday night. CeeDee Lamb, who suffered a concussion on last Thursday's loss to the Lions, was a full participant in practice and is on track to play. In the NBA, the Spurs are headed to Las Vegas for the NBA Cup semifinals against the Thunder. Tomorrow night, the tip is set for 8 o'clock. When asked if there was a chance for Wemby to return for the game, head coach Mitch Johnson said, "Very much so." I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
9:03 on the Morning Huddle. Hello, everybody. Hello. It's a Friday. Yes. We've only got what?
One more week next week, and that's it.
There's only 2 Fridays left in the year after this. Look at us. Look at us, Rob.
Yeah. Only 13 days, 12 days of shopping.
You guys are going to miss us when we're gone.
Where are we going?
Well, we're going to take the week of Christmas off.
Yeah, but so is everybody else.
Yeah, you guys probably won't care.
I'll be sleeping.
I'm supposed to go up to Seattle, Washington.
Better
where
take your floaties.
I'm going to take my my galoshes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that whole everything's it's flooding up there. Like my sister-in-law's house. Like my wife said that if we flew in today, we wouldn't be able to get to her house.
Do you fly into Seattle or Tacoma to SeaTac?
It's
the same thing.
Same thing, yeah. So it's SeaTac Airport.
Or Spokane. I'm at Spokane.
No, we fly into Seattle, yeah. They live like, I don't know, 10 miles northwest of
So it's western
northeast of the city.
You're going to the mountainy, woodsy Sasquatch area.
Into the Sasquatch
where
area.
The Bigfoot's right.
That's right. Into the woods, baby. Into the woods.
Evidently, they do a lot of cocaine, those
bears.
Yeah. Sasquatch.
Cocaine bear?
I've been seeing a lot of reels, and there's a lot of Sasquatch drug use.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I didn't
know that was the case.
Yeah, I do think it's an epidemic.
It's really sad.
It's an epidemic amongst them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you hardly ever see them.
They're all tweaked out. Yeah.
Yep. It's a shame, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame. A once proud subspecies
relegated to drug use. I blame Joe Biden.
Oh, certainly. Certainly. Yeah. And they can't get proper health care.
No.
You know, because are they human? Are they beast? We don't know.
The sad thing is the hikers evidently leave a lot of drugs in the
Oh,
woods.
yeah,
I had no
yeah,
idea
yeah.
that we had these hikers just leaving cocaine and weed in the woods.
I never, and that's rule 101 of being like a good camper, a good hiker. Don't leave your drugs.
Pack out your drugs.
Yeah,
Come on. Put out your fires and pack out your drugs.
Yeah. Really simple. All right, back to the NFL schedule for this weekend, which is just jam-packed with good games and crap games. Like, it's a mix. It's about half and half of games that are like massive, ugly spreads, and then games you're like, oh, this game is good and could really matter. Ravens-Bengals is a game that matters. Now, you can debate on how good the teams are, but the game matters to both teams quite a bit.
Is Cincinnati deluding themselves into even kind of believing they kind of maybe have a chance? Do they really?
But I mean, you've got Joe Burrow, and so far, the 2 games I've seen of Joe Burrow right now is playing better football than Lamar Jackson.
Oh yeah,
and he's certainly playing better football than Aaron Rodgers. So when you've got Joe Burrow, even when the odds are way stacked against you, you go, well, maybe. I mean, I don't blame them for feeling like they can go all out. And you're every other team who's 4-9 is probably thinking about what quarterback are we going to draft. The Bengals aren't thinking about that.
They might want to start worrying about it. I mean, it appears to me that Mr. Burrow is not all that happy in his circumstances.
Yeah, but
right
I think
now.
they got a little time on that. I think this year is going to be a pass for them. I kind of like the Bengals this week.
I'd love to see it happen. I really would. I'm rooting for them.
I am too.
Not sure they're going to be capable of it.
Plus, drive a stake through Lamar.
It might be putting them out of their misery. You might be doing them a favor.
You might. This game doesn't matter at all. Washington at the Giants.
No.
All it matters for is draft positioning. I kind of like the Giants here. Washington, they are playing so poorly right now.
I'm not sure that the whole regime going to last here. Remember, we got new ownership that, they strive for perfection and got a lot of money to spend. I'm not sure this is what the season they thought they were going to get, and I'm not sure injuries are good enough excuse for both sides of the ball to prolong, and especially head coach.
There were a lot of serious people who thought that the Commanders were like an NFC title contender.
We saw that last year. We saw a quarterback that was dynamic. We knew that Scary Terry was going to be, if capable, good. The running game kind of fell apart on him when they traded away Robinson. This just is not the bill of goods that Commanders fans thought they were going to get on a lot of different fronts.
No, the defense stinks. I mean, a part of it is Jaden Daniels stunk this year. I don't want to say I told you so, but
I think my takeaway from this is let's give a little bit more credit to C.J. Stroud on his second year, because that's what it could have been more like a Jaden Daniels year.
Yeah.
So Stroud actually outperformed the mean, and it was not a good one, but it was better than most.
Which, by the way, I think Jaden Daniels will be better next year.
Yeah.
I think Jaden Daniels, what his reality is probably somewhere in between year 1 and year 2 is going to be his reality. Anybody who thought year 1 was just going to be his standard, that was insane. That was never going to happen. Raiders at the Eagles. The Eagles are 11.5-point favorites here. The total's 38.5. To me, I'm betting an under in every Eagles game. I don't know how the Raiders score, first of all. The Raiders it's going to be Kenny Pickett with his tiny doll baby hands playing in bad weather.
God, I wish there was a miracle to be had here.
I do too, but I don't think there is.
There's just no way on this earth I see the Raiders finding a way to win this game.
The total in this game is 38.5. I mean, that's an extremely low total, but for good reason. The Eagles, what are the Eagles great at? Taking away the tight end.
Yep.
Who's the only good player on the Raiders? Their tight end. They're going to take him away. The Raiders have a backup quarterback. They can't really run the ball on the Eagles. There's just no path for the Raiders to score. But also, I don't trust the Eagles' offense to put up big numbers. The Eagles' offense sucks. They are bad right now. I'm not saying like they suck compared to other Eagles teams. Like, they're not good at all right now.
My guess is the weather being the excuse, but also I think there's a lot of reasons behind it that they're going to just run the football. I mean, the RPO has been
over with.
Yeah, has been non-existent with Hurts lately. I think they're going to go back to what at least works on a regular basis, especially in the weather they're going to have to play in on Sunday.
I like the Raiders plus a 12 if you can get that, but I like the under more than anything.
The ghost of Al Davis.
We're talking about 28 degrees is the there's no rain or snow on the schedule.
Oh, that could be worse.
28 degrees is 28 degrees.
Come on, Raiders. Come on, do something.
Jets at the Jags. Trevor Lawrence minus 2 touchdowns.
See, when you say that, you go, that's crazy.
It's insane.
When you say it that way, but if you go Jacksonville over the Jets, I go, maybe.
Trevor Lawrence.
I know, but it's the Jets.
I get it.
And where are they playing?
In Jacksonville.
Man, my better angels say go with Jacksonville at home, and they're going to get all the points they need.
Yeah. I lost money on the Jets last week against the Dolphins. I thought the Jets would at least make that somewhat competitive at home. They did not. But the Jets would have covered 2 touchdowns at Baltimore. The Jets would have covered 2 touchdowns at the Patriots.
Yeah, that's enough right there.
The Jets they lost by 2 at Tampa. They lost by they lost by 2 to the Broncos. The Jets can hang around against good teams, and I don't think the Jags are that level good. I can't I can't get to the point where I'm like, Jags laying 2 touchdowns.
Well, Trevor's not, but maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars are.
I don't know, man. I just can't get there. And I'll probably look stupid for betting on the stupid Jets that I already hate. I hate when I'm like, the number forces me to bet on teams I don't want to bet on. And I'm already looking at, in my pocket is going to be the Raiders and the Jets. Like, I'm going to feel so stupid on Monday. I already know. Packers are at the Broncos.
Good game here, man.
Packers laying 2.5 on the road. I don't really believe in either of these teams long term. I believe in the Packers more, though. I just think they're better. I trust their quarterback play much more. And the Packers have really kind of cranked it up at the right time.
They have.
They're clicking right now.
Denver doesn't benefit from, hey, it's freezing here, and you guys don't know how to play in this. Green Bay will be perfectly comfortable. No, I think this is going to be a heck of a football game. It might be the best game of the weekend.
I think it's in the conversation for sure. But give me the Packers to win this one. They're 2.5-point favorites on the road, which doesn't.
That's crazy, man.
I'm not super in love with that. But also, the Broncos they're such frauds.
If they do what I think they're going to do, and I do think they're going to beat the Packers this weekend, what will they have to do to bring you on board? Will it be less Bo Nix to the point where we don't even know he's on the team other than taking the snap? Or will it be a Bo Nix throwing for 3 touchdowns and you go, at least they're using him appropriately?
I don't know what it'll be because,
Because you're going to have to buy in.
No, am I?
I think you're going to have
I
to.
still keep going back to they've played the Raiders twice in the last month, and they won those 2 games by 5 points per game. They beat the Commanders by 1 point 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, they've shown me enough where I go, this is, even when they win, it's like, it's not sustainable. Remember, they barely beat the Giants.
But you keep
They were
saying
all
barely,
out.
but every one of them was a win.
You're right. But
I'm not.
When you barely beat the
Denver
Raiders
fan.
and the Commanders and the Giants and the Jets, do you think that translates when you've got to play good teams?
But at some point, and I don't know where it is, I'm going to have to admit to myself, you know what? I'm going to have to start picking these guys as just an outright better team. And I'm still not there yet.
I'm not there,
But at
certainly.
some point, they might force us to do it.
I mean, wins and losses says they're really good. The metrics of like their offensive metrics show me that they are a very, very
I'll tell you
average
this.
team.
This is the perfect opportunity because Green Bay is such an up and down, they're all of it or none of it kind of team that Green Bay could show up with absolutely nothing and get just run over. I've seen it happen this year.
Yeah. Lions are at the Rams.
Another good one.
The Rams are 6-point favorites. I think the Rams are way better than the Lions. I can't bet the Rams this week. I can't lay that many points with the Rams because this is a desperation game for the Lions. And for the Rams, this game really doesn't matter
And
at
they
all.
got Seattle next week.
Because, if they lose this game by 1 million and win next week, they're probably going to be the 1 seed in the NFC. So this game, it matters very, very little to them.
But they'd love to put Detroit to sleep.
Sure.
Just put them to bed.
I lean to the Rams, but I'm not betting them at 6. That's just too much of a number. Carolina Panthers laying 2.5 at the Saints.
Come on, Carolina.
I like Carolina here. The Saints, I think, are just
They
garbage.
got lucky last week. Hey, man,
They
they're
did
riding
put up
away.
a fight last week. You're right. But also they got to play the Bucks.
Yeah, Carolina. This is for their soul, man. Go get a win. Go beat the bad team. Prove to yourself that you are improved and getting ready for next.
If Carolina wins this, they'll be 8-6.
Yeah, man.
And probably headed to the playoffs.
Get a parade.
Yep. Titans are at the 49ers. 49ers. You know, anytime there's like a double-digit spread, I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to bet on this horrible team because it's just crazy.
No.
I'm not going to bet on the Titans. The Titans are plus 12.5, and that's not enough for me to bet the Titans.
This could be a chance for Purdy to shut some of the naysayers up.
Cam Ward is just he's not an NFL player. I feel bad. I wanted Cam Ward to have some success. Cam Ward stinks.
He
man.
wasn't even the best quarterback on the field last week.
Like when they've got a I forget what channel it's on, but there's like some special about Cam Ward about how 0 stars.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either, but it's like, dude, how did you go from 0 stars to number 1 pick in the draft back to 0 stars? Like that's what it feels like.
You might want to pull this documentary.
It's not.
It doesn't end.
You got to quit talking about how you were a 0-star recruit because you look like it, bro. And then the Vikings-Cowboys Sunday Night Football. Cowboys 5.5-point favorites. Dolphins-Steelers is our Monday night game, which is actually the way the Dolphins have kind of turned the season around suddenly, and the Steelers are in a desperation spot.
What's in the hospital? Did I see he hurt himself lifting weights or
He's
something?
got a lung issue they're looking at. The Dolphins have won 5 out of their last 6 games. Yeah. And that includes a win over the Bills. I mean, it's a bunch of crappy wins too, but they did beat the Bills. The Dolphins. It's a long haul from where they started. It was so bad, losing 6 out of 7 to start the year, but they've got a little bit of life. I think the Dolphins might beat the Steelers.
The rumors of McDaniel's demise were greatly exaggerated, and that was one of the problems. No, I think he's ended up. I thought he was fired. No, I'm wrong. This guy's got his job.
Yeah, but a great weekend of NFL coming up. All right, let's take a break. Normally, I would talk about what's going on in the world outside of sports. I think we may have to skip that today because we got to talk some Spurs. They got a big one tomorrow. We'll talk about that. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. As you head into your midday commute, still working this wreck on 410 northbound at Medina Base Road. It's now off to the right shoulder. A stall at Loop 410 eastbound at Harry Wurzbach, right shoulder block. It's about a 10-minute ride right now along 35 southbound Wiederstein on down to Loop 410. 1604 northbound Wiseman up to Kyle Seal Parkway should take you about 6-8 minutes. And a bit sluggish on 90 eastbound 211 on over to Loop 410. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Commercial Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
Last year, we bought over 54,000 cars from your friends and neighbors at GiveMeTheVin.com. Why did they sell us their cars? It's because you're worth more, and your car's worth more. I know that, and you know that. That's why I created GiveMeTheVin.com. It's the fastest and easiest way for you to sell your car for more money when it's time to sell. I'm sitting here waiting on the other end of GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
It's football season and nothing beats fresh coffee, crisp air, and that locker room energy. Hey, it's Rob reminding you that Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit is just a phone call away. From Selma to San Antonio, it's luxury pet care for your four-legged MVP. With over 17,000 square feet of pet paradise, more than an acre of play outside, plus training and spa treatments, this is stadium fun for your furry family members. Call 210-750-1298. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuit, where every pet's a champion.
By texting 24700, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from J. Crew Factory. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at jcrew.com.
At J. Crew Factory, we think shopping should be fun, really fun, as in scoring our exclusive collection of classic styles for the whole family at prices that can't be beat. And today, save even more. Just text GIFTING to 24700 to receive an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more at your nearest J. Crew Factory store. This holiday season, discover perfect presents for you and your crew. Shop cozy matching pajamas, toasty sweaters, amazing outerwear, festive accessories, and so much more. Get in the spirit at J. Crew Factory, where we have incredible deals every single day. Visit jcrewfactory.com to find your nearest San Antonio area store today. But first, get an extra $25 off your purchase of $75 or more when you text GIFTING to 24700. Text GIFTING to 24700 to get your $25 off coupon. That's GIFTING to 24700. See a store associate for details.
San Antonio, the holidays are here, and so are the perfect gifts. The Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop has everything you need to shop for everyone on your list. Jerseys, hats, hoodies, jackets, and more, all ready to wrap and put under the tree. Find them at any of their 4 locations: River Center, North Star Mall, Ingram Park Mall, and Hebner Oak Shopping Center. They're open 7 days a week. Holiday shopping made easy. Only at the Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
At Straight Talk, we know the holidays are your time to say
yes.
So why put up with a wireless company that makes you say
out of data?
Or
no service here?
Switch to Straight Talk and say yes to real unlimited data on a reliable 5G network covered by Verizon. And with a free 5G phone when you activate select plans, someone else in your family can say yes! Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Based on RootMetrics State of 5G Report, United States 1H 2025. Experiences may vary. Not an endorsement of Verizon. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday night at 7:20. The Cowboys take on the Minnesota Vikings at home in Arlington. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam.
How about them Cowboys?
94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
No.
Uh-oh.
Is this one of the Jonas Brothers?
It's Shawn Mendes.
Is this Coolio? If you're going to get in trouble for
I know.
worse than this.
He's trying to get me.
I haven't played Taylor Swift or Katy Perry.
It'll happen later.
Holding me back.
Oh, not me. I don't even know the words to this song.
Yeah, see?
That'd be embarrassing if I knew the words to this song.
It would be.
Oh, my.
I only know the hook.
I know all the words. Who am I kidding?
The name of the song.
Who am I kidding? I don't even. Actually, I don't know the name of the song. I know all the words to it, though.
See? You're like my wife. She knows.
What is the name of this song?
There's nothing holding me back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. That's
what
not
did you say?
All right. Normally, here's where we talk about what's going on in the world outside of sports, but unfortunately,
not unfortunately,
the freaking Spurs are they've made our jobs too difficult where we don't have enough segments in the day now. So we've got to talk about this Spurs game coming up tomorrow night. The Spurs in Vegas taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder in the semifinals of the Emirates Cup. And there are people who will poo-poo this and say, oh, it doesn't matter any more than any other game. And they might be right. Well, the Spurs are 9.5-point underdogs here against the best team in the world. I don't know that here's what I do know. I don't know if the Thunder care about this game.
Oh, they do.
Any more or less than any other game, because it feels like the Thunder care about every game a lot, which is what I think makes them very difficult to beat. I think the Spurs probably believe they can go in there and beat this team.
They better.
I think they're going to give them their best shot. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think the Thunder are on a different level than everybody, and if the Spurs were at full 100% strength, I wouldn't be able to pick the Spurs to beat the Thunder right now.
Because I'm getting the sense that they're probably going to play.
I don't like that either.
Why would Mitch say, well...
I mean, to give the Thunder something to think about.
I think, maybe that's the case if it was playoffs. I don't think that there was anything other than, the guys practicing, third or fourth day of full practicing 5-on-5. At some point, you kind of got to put them in.
Yeah, but I don't know that I like the idea of changing up the way you've been playing.
I agree.
Because right now you're playing great ball.
Mm-hmm.
And not that long term, obviously this team's ceiling is so much higher with Wemby, but to take what this would essentially do, and we talked about this when Fox and Wemby started to play together, it was going to take some time for them to find a balance because when Fox is in charge and there's no Wemby on the floor, the Spurs play fast. When Wemby's on the floor, it's like putting a limiter on Fox, or like putting a weighted vest on him. You got to slow him down a little bit.
Well, there's other tools. But some of this, I think, because there's really nothing to lose. It's early in the season. Well, the next season doesn't hinge on whether you beat them or not. But if my guys are healthy, if Wemby is healthy and is ready to play, I know the rest of the team wants him to play. It'd be very hard for me to say no. And some of it would be in my heart of hearts, deep down, I wouldn't mind getting my ass whooped. I wouldn't mind them taking a little ass whooping and going home going, I know what I need to do. I know I've got about 2 weeks before we play them again. I know what we're going to have to be ready for.
Yeah, you'll have 10 days at that point before that game. I need to know first and foremost. Like, I'm not going to – if Wemby's ready to go, I'm not going to tell him no.
Yeah, you
can't.
But
I need to know he's 100%. I need to – like, not 95. Mm-hmm. I need to know, like, you are 100%.
And knowing full well, dude, I might clear you, and you're about to step into a hurricane, man. You're about to step into a well-oiled machine that has one goal, and that's to embarrass you. And there's a guy named Chet Holmgren who lives to do this because he knows it'll be you two for 10 years. I mean, it's going to be you guys going at it at least in the next 5 for titles on the line. So, and Chet knows this. He's got a chip on his shoulder, and he's taken Wemby to the rack more than once already.
Yeah, and I'm sure Wemby wants to get that back.
Yes.
I'm excited for the measuring stick. I don't think the Spurs win. I mean, the Thunder are 9.5-point favorites for a reason, and I think, quite frankly, I think they cover that. I think they win this game by double digits. but I am excited to see where the Spurs are on the measuring stick and what they have to do to get there. And I think I not just necessarily this game, but I think this game and the 2 games that happen around Christmas time will give you an idea of if you're willing to entertain some of these trade rumors that are going around. Like, could a Giannis or an Anthony Davis, could that put you close enough to compete with this team?
Or do you feel like you're close enough already?
Or you may find out that you're not close enough at all, and like one player isn't going to get you there, so you need to play the long-term game. That's what I'm most excited about for not just this game, but for the next 2 Thunder game as well, to see how they really stack up against the best in the league. Because quite frankly, I mean, the Spurs have really, for the most part, beaten up on bad teams this year. They've built their record beating up on bad teams. They have not had their best success against the best teams in the league. This is not just one of the best teams in the league. This is the team that is going out and humiliating the 2nd and 3rd and 4th best teams in the league. And I have no question that they're a standalone game on a Saturday night in Vegas. They are going to look to make a statement and let everyone know.
I would like to think they would. I hope they understand their place in the world. I hope they realize that you are now, the targeted, the most important thing in this league, and you better bring your A game. For a nationally televised, this is going to be a lot of eyes on this game.
Yeah.
It really will be because of its place. There's not a lot of college football going on, and if there is, it really doesn't matter all that much. And we got the youngest star against the best team. I think knowing that stage, it'd be really hard for me and as a coach not to get everybody as ready as possible, man, because I don't really want to get embarrassed, but I do want to go out and get my best from them to see where I need to go.
Do you believe that making that change in the lineup tomorrow would be their best chance to win the game tomorrow?
I wouldn't start it. Oh, yeah, having Wemby in would, you can't.
Okay.
Yes. To add Wemby to any formula kind of improves the balance, but it does affect a lot of other stuff.
It changes the way you play, yeah.
A lot of the bench stuff that we've really enjoyed, that's going to kind of get cut in half because now there's 25 minutes you'd expect. You'd probably be on a minute's count, but 20 to 25 minutes of minutes that were being given to guys that have been very effective over the last couple of weeks that aren't going to get those minutes,
And really, most importantly, I can't stress this enough, and this is me knocking on whatever this table's made of. If I'm not talking about 98%, I need to know your calf is totally right, because if this turns into a Halliburton thing, now you're talking about not this year, you're talking about not next year. So let's just play. This game's not that important in the grand scheme. Hanging a midseason banner isn't what, and I think the Spurs as an organization know that's not what it's about.
But the problem with it, and we've had Dr. Garrett on enough times, is you don't know. We don't know with the calf until it happens. You assume it's fine. Until you can only guess it's 100%.
It's so terrifying. Dr. Garrett's also said a lot of this has just been like coincidence. Like, it's not necessarily related.
But you don't want to prove the negative. You don't want to prove the fact that, wait a minute, the Wemby effect is, yes, strained calf meant directly to his Achilles.
Because we've seen now a couple guys where it's gone step A to step B.
Yeah, don't be the proof.
And if you tell me it's not necessarily related and it's just coincidence, I don't want to be like the 4th instance of this coincidence happening.
Yep, you proved the point. Now we're going to have the protocol will then be known as the Wemby protocol. You don't want to have a disease named after you.
No.
You don't want any of that.
Jose says they beat Houston, Denver, Lakers, Magic. AJ just loves OKC. I mean, their record against Western Conference playoff teams is, I think, 3-8 or something like that right now. It's not about what I love or don't love. For the most part, the Spurs record has been built on the backs of bad teams. Not that I didn't say they can't beat good teams. They have beat good teams.
Just the other night. But they're playing the best team in basketball.
Yeah.
And no matter how good you think that the Spurs are, they're not as good as Oklahoma City. They're just not. Now, they might be able to beat them and compete. Sure. But as we sit today, if you believe the Spurs could beat Oklahoma City in a 5-game series, much less the 7-game series, you're crazy.
It's just not. It's not. There's no logic that supports that.
It would take a Hoosiers kind of run. The God would have to sit down and watch the game kind of stuff.
Rudolph says, so let's just sit him out the rest of the game then, or the rest of the year then. I mean, that's not what I'm suggesting. I'm just suggesting if he is not 100% totally ready to play, this game doesn't matter any more than any other games in my mind, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, and I know
they're $1 million. Like, I don't care about Jordan McLaughlin's money, quite frankly. I don't. That's not the priority, and that shouldn't be anybody's priority.
No, it's not. But I think it's not about never play him, but there are circumstances you bring players back to be at their best. You're not only tending to the physical, you're also tending to the mental. And while Wemby believes he's a kid that is bulletproof. Yeah, he wants to be out there. He feels like he's ready to go. But when you get out there and you're going against a guy who's been doing it night in and night out for the last month, who has gotten better by the night on a team that has improved, you're not doing yourself much of a – it's just wasted cardio at that point because you're not going to have a very effective outing. So there's a lot more than just complete physical health. Mentally, is he ready to jump in and play the best team in the world on the road with the world watching? Are you doing him a service, getting him ready for the ultimate goal, which is to play and contend for a title? That's the only question we have. I don't think he's afraid, and nor are the Spurs afraid to play him. It just might not be the most appropriate time. But I will say this. The way that Mitch talked yesterday, it certainly feels like he's intimating that if all things continue the way that he saw in practice, he's going to play.
Okay. I mean, if they say he's healthy, I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I'm
Bring
not
him out
mad
there.
at it. But
because, I mean, quite frankly, me as someone, I want to see the best teams play against each other. I love the idea of this young Spurs team going full strength against that Thunder team. That is, I want to sit around on Saturday and watch that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to know what it looks like. I just want to make sure he's fully healthy. All the people who are talking about I'm a Spurs, they're 3-6 against teams that are currently Western Conference playoff teams. I'm not a Spurs. I promise I'm not a Spurs hater. And maybe I am. But if there's a way for me to be higher on the Thunder than I should be, maybe I'm that. But they are 24-1. They are the defending champions, and they've lost one game this year, and they lost that game by 2 points. I don't think I'm overselling how good the Thunder are.
Anybody who has sat through any Sports Center or watched any of the boys from TNT knows that we're looking at something that is
special,
generational.
dude.
And everybody watching it goes, this is generational.
Nobody wants to admit it. I don't understand why.
It's a snowball gathering size. It's not big now, but in February when they've only lost 3 games and we're looking at a team that could go 75 wins, 76 wins, I mean, are we getting to that? No, the snowball is just now going downhill. You guys here in San Antonio just started hearing a little bit earlier than most, but it's going to be the story of this season.
Yeah.
The chase for 72, 73, 74 wins. Oh, my God.
Now, Rudolph says, so you're saying he shouldn't play because they're getting ready for a title run, but at the same time you said there's no way they're going to compete against OKC in a 7-game series. No, I said I don't want Wemby to get hurt. I don't want him to get hurt for a long term. I would bet I'd bet $300 to win $100 today that the Thunder are going to win the championship. I don't care who they're playing. That's how confident I am that the Thunder are the best team this year. I don't have there's not a thought in my mind that the Spurs can win a title this year. Next year, that's a different conversation. One more year of development with Wemby and Castle and Harper and Fox together. I think they've certainly got now. But if Wemby has some sort of a major injury,
well, that goes for
then we're not even talking.
Well, that goes for OKC and Shai Gilgeous.
Right.
I mean, that goes for every
But you know what? It went for Boston last year, and it went for Indiana last year. And guess what? Boston and Indiana aren't title contenders this year because they're without their best players.
So they're trying to twist words. This game isn't that important. It's not.
It's another game.
It's one of 82. It is a measuring stick. It is against what we know to be the future enemy in principle for the next 5 years. Not only divisional, but in contention for a world championship. So it has merit there. But I extend just enough, just as much as required to go out and fight a good fight, knowing full well I got bigger games in just 10 days. I mean, with every passing day, the games will improve or will involve more and more value. And right now, we're just not there yet. I want a good, solid fight, but I will err on the side of intelligence than bravery. I don't need to be overly brave on a Saturday night in December.
No.
I will in April.
The one thing I think really maybe the biggest gap between what the Spurs just did to the Lakers and why I don't know that it works that way against OKC is the Lakers didn't have a defensive answer for the Fox, Castle, Harper trio. There was nothing to defend the perimeter And most teams, quite frankly, don't have enough defensive perimeter defense to handle that.
Kind of defining why Oklahoma City's so good.
Because everybody can defend the perimeter.
Everybody, and the thing about the Lakers were they played good defense for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But the Spurs they'd DM for 10 seconds, Spurs kicked the ball back out, and they couldn't defend the second attack, the second play inside the offense. Every time the Spurs got to the rim, after the Lakers had extended 10 to 12 seconds of good pressure, Spurs held on the ball long enough, they'd get a layup. You can't do that against Oklahoma City. They are deep. They defend for 24 seconds. You don't get a second attack. You'll have to go and you have to be fortunate and hope you make your shot, fortunate and you get a rebound, but there's no second kick it back out. You might get that 2 or 3 times. You don't get to do against the Lakers what you're going to try to do against the Oklahoma City Thunder. They don't defensively allow it.
Yeah, Rudolph, we get it. They're good. You're just glazing it. Jose, D-riding. AJ loves to D-ride OKC and SGA. All right, guys, if that's what you think, if you're really that blinded by your Spurs fandom that you don't see greatness, then you're like, it's hard to even talk basketball with you because you're delusional.
I get it. In my younger years, I lost my appreciation for other teams because of my just outright hatred. And this is just a cautionary tale. Don't get lost in the fact that you hate Shai Gilgeous because you're witnessing greatness. You're witnessing a generational year that, you can get. I hated Kobe Bryant with a white-hot passion. I didn't ever want to see him play, much less against us.
Yeah.
And I missed out on a generational player for a lot of years because I just freaking hated him.
Yeah.
Shai Gilgeous is a generational type guy that is playing like Jordan right now. Now, it's not the highlight free throw line dunks, but look at how he plays. It is a Jordan-esque game. Mid-range jumpers, dominating man on man. He's getting defended 90% of the time, and he's putting the ball in people's eye. He's defending as appropriate. He is as good as he needs to be to win every game, and that might be a 50-point Shai or it might be a 15-point Shai, but he's exactly to every task. It's a brilliant thing to enjoy right now.
Jose says it's tough to beat OKC when SGA attempts 20 free throws a game.
Truth.
It is. So don't foul him and watch how that goes.
That's the problem. You just defined what Shai Gilgeous. You might not like the way he gets there, but he gets there.
He shot 3 free throws against Phoenix. They didn't foul him. Guess how that worked out for him? They lost by 50. And Corey says local sports analysts normally try to get their city excited for games like this.
We are excited. This is amazing.
I'm excited for it. But if you want me to sit here and lie to you about what my opinion is, that's just lame. Like, the Spurs are going to win because they're the best. What is that? If that's what you're tuning in for, you got the wrong show. We're just trying to give you honest.
You've never listened to radio.
No, that's the laziest. That's what happened. Maybe if you're like the Spurs affiliate, you say stuff like that. I don't believe in that nonsense. All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up the show the way we always do. We'll take a look at the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you miss the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you miss this.
I'm seeing billboards all over Houston. There is an attorney there, and his name is Dick.
Yes, that's
right.
his
He goes
name.
by Dick.
Yes.
One of his billboards is his picture, and I heart Dick.
Yeah, because that's it. That's his name.
Well, that's great.
Is he hard on crime?
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
This college football season, the Crunch Time Hero of the Week is brought to you by PorkRinds.com, the nation's premier hub for pork rind lovers everywhere. Each week, a college player will post on Instagram, and each share over a 2-week period equals a $1 donation to the Archer Foundation, which helps families who are dealing with DIPG, DMG, pediatric brain cancer. Giving back with the perfect snack to celebrate those big Crunch Time plays. Find your rind at PorkRinds.com or find Southern Recipe Pork Rinds at H-E-B.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hola, mi esposo se lastimó en un accidente ayer. ¿Me puede ayudar?
Claro que sí. Estamos aquí para servirle.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7. Our team of Texas attorneys has been helping people injured in car, truck, or 18-wheeler wrecks for more than 25 years. And there's no fee unless we win. Y hablamos español. If you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Rodeo.com. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star and AARP Texas are sending Cowboy fans to Jerry World to see America's team play all season long. How do you get in on the action? Head to sasportstar.com now and register to win. sasportstar.com. Live it up with the boys in the Big D from AARP Texas and 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go! Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
C-Note puts it best. It's a long season. This isn't a must-win for the Spurs. This game, it doesn't matter. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm really trying to get at. Is this game doesn't matter.
It matters more above the neck than it does on the standings, and that's. I'm sure they're going to approach it that way. If you lose,
let you know
that's
where you
fine,
stand, man.
As long as you know that there's ways to get around it. Now, you don't want to get hammered to the point where, dude, I don't know how we're going to beat these guys.
Or
even
you
at
figure
our
out
best.
or you figure out that we've got to do something different. We've got to figure out a move or something.
Games like these matter. We've got 3 games against Oklahoma City in 3 weeks, and there's no better time to measure yourself against the very best as we start turning the corner. And those Tuesday nights in February when the wins are harder to get because, quite frankly, it's just harder to get going. You get that kind of mindset from games like this on Saturday night to get through those tough ones in February.
Yeah. And then, listen, the free throw thing with Shea.
You're just going to have to accept the fact. You can be mad at it. You can hate it. He's going to take 10 free throws a night and at the minimum in the most important games. He is.
Yeah. And you could say, well, he doesn't get fouled. I would argue more he gets superstar treatment.
And he gets fouled.
And I'll tell you this. If you're a Spurs fan, you don't want to complain about that because Wemby's going to get that too. And
all stars do. Eventually, you do, but you have to pay your dues, and we're not there yet. Wemby doesn't get all of them, but there are nights when Wemby gets the benefit of the calls because he's the big dog on the court. That's just the NBA hierarchy, and you got to overcome it. To be the man, you got to beat the man.
Yep. And he says, we all know it's an uphill battle, but maybe we want to hear why the Spurs have a puncher's chance.
Here's where they have a chance.
On to the next show.
They
do have a chance.
They have a chance,
no doubt.
in playing defense, effectively guarding them and keeping the guys out of the paint. stopping turnovers. You get 25 assists, you're going to win the basketball game. I mean, we know how they're going to do it. It's just a matter of who are going to be on the court to go do it. And it's such a big if. Is Wemby going to play if he isn't? Because the way you win is very different with Wemby than you do with De'Aaron Fox as your lead dog.
Yeah.
With Wemby in, score should be under 120 points, 114 points. That's where you want to be. With De'Aaron in there, I think we need to be about 120, 122, 124. We're going to have to score a bunch of points with him.
Yeah, I just don't have. I think this is it's a bad match. I mean, Oklahoma City is a bad matchup for everybody, but I don't. A puncher's chance is about what they have.
Dominate where you can. Hit your threes from the corner. Harrison's going to have to stay solid. He's going to have to shoot at that 46% rate. Our secondary fast breaks are going to have to be solid because these guys get back. You're going to have to own the boards. You got to break even offensively. And De'Aaron, you're going to have to go get 28 to 30 points. That's going to be your
he's got
prescription.
to dominate.
Yes. You want to know how the Spurs win? That's it.
Yep. And quite frankly, I mean, it would help if he would get to the line a little more.
Some of that, he doesn't get the calls that Shea does because De'Aaron does get to the rim a lot. He hasn't so far gotten the benefit of, especially in L.A. There are a couple calls that he didn't get.
You know why De'Aaron doesn't get as many calls as he should? Because quite frankly, like he gets past the defenders before.
He's normally in charge.
But usually, you get that call when somebody's trying to get in front of you and can't. He's already left his guy behind, and they just give up.
I think there's a lot of that, and the refs are looking for a made basket when he has, in fact, gotten fouled. No, he hasn't gotten the benefit of those calls.
No, he hasn't. He should get more calls than he does.
But if you're looking for a prescription, there you go. Dylan Harper, don't turn the ball over. Be effective, but you don't need to be a star. Steph Castle, go do what you just did. You are the one that has really been the predicate for a lot of good stuff since you've come back healthy. I really look for Steph to have a positive effect on this game.
And Corey says, we've got great defensive guards to deal with SGA, and if Wemby plays, then we have great rim protection. How are we a bad matchup? I don't think there's a single guy on this team who can deal with SGA, quite frankly. You're asking like a second-year guard to defend?
It would take waves. You're not going to stop him. And to ask Steph Castle to go defend Shea Gilgeous and hold, it's not fair. But you can limit his effectiveness.
Steph is a really good defensive guard for a second-year guard.
You're going to have to defend Shea Gilgeous is to take a vital part of his game away. You're not going to take it all away, but make sure if he's going to get a bunch of buckets, make sure he doesn't get any rebounds. If he's going to get a bunch of rebounds, make sure he's not scoring. If he's assisting a lot, don't let him add to it with a couple of and ones. It's those little things that slow superstars down that win games because you don't stop him. I don't care who you got.
And they've also started to work Jalen Williams back into things now, and it's just, they're rolling right now.
24-1 for a reason.
All right, let's do it. Let's take a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Army, Navy. Navy, a 6-point favorite in Baltimore, Maryland against Army.
I think
that's
they're
tomorrow
going to cover
at 2
this
o'clock. I always take the dog. That's the way to go. You assume this is going to be a 3-point game. That's just the way I look at it. So I'll take Army as a dog. The question is, do you play the under? That's all. You never want to play the over, but the question is, do you play the under? 38.5 is the total this year.
Army ain't the old Army, though.
They're not. They can throw it around a little.
It's not a bunch of wing tees, so no, it's still going to be under.
It's still going to be under. I think when it all boils down, when these two teams play, just bet the under, bet the underdog. It's just the way to do it. NFL, we'll run through the lines real quick. The Eagles 11.5, 12-ish against the Raiders.
Come on, Raiders.
I like the Raiders to keep it. I don't like them to win, but I think they can keep. But I just think 38.5 is the total there. I can't picture either of these teams scoring more than 2 touchdowns. So I like the under there. Bills minus 1.5, 1 at the Patriots. I like the Bills this weekend. Jags minus 14.
Come on, Jags.
Hosting the Jets.
I'm riding this pony.
You're
Jags
crazy.
going to cover this. They're going to take them.
Good.
21 points.
That's an insane number. Bears laying 7.5 to the Browns. I don't know that I like that. It's going to be a dog weekend for me. I can already tell. Houston minus 9.5 hosting Arizona.
I like Houston.
I like Arizona. I mean, I think Houston wins, but not by 10. The Bengals 2.5-point home dogs hosting the Ravens. Love the Bengals there. Love the home dog. Here's a favorite I think I like. I like the Chiefs minus 5.5.
On the other side from you.
I think they keep it alive.
I think the Chargers are going to come in and charge them.
Here's another favorite I like: the New York Football Giants against the Commanders.
That one's
I think the Commanders are a mess. Here I go. Colts plus 13.5 at the Seahawks. Give me the Colts, baby.
Ouch.
Give me the Colts.
I think Donald's going to go crazy.
Niners minus 12.5 against the Titans. I will not back the Titans here. That's one. That's a bridge too far for me. Packers minus 2.5 at Denver. I like the Pack there. Rams host the Lions. Rams minus 6. It's a big ass number. It's a stay away from me.
Come on, Detroit.
Carolina 2.5 at the Saints. And the Cowboys, 5.5 point favorites hosting Minnesota.
Big cover.
You like the Cowboys?
Yeah, I do.
I think if the Cowboys are up at halftime, they win the game. If they're down at halftime, they lose the game. So it sounds kind of simple.
In the gambling parlance, do you, if that's where you go, do you feel more comfortable betting second half?
I'll bet live on that game. Yeah, if the Cowboys get up 10-0, I think the Cowboys probably win by 20.
Yeah, I see a fun game on Sunday night. I think
it should be
kind of coming together.
NBA tonight, Pacers at the Sixers. Sixers minus 7.5.
Pay attention to Joel Embiid. He's playing well.
Yeah,
he really is.
I like the Sixers tonight.
Looking better.
Sixers laying 7.5. I like them. I like the Pistons also laying 7.5, hosting the Hawks at home. The Pistons are so freaking. Nobody's talking about them because of what the Thunder are doing.
Right.
The Pistons are really, really good. Cavs laying 14.5 at the Wizards. That's too big of a number for me. Even the Wizards stink. That's too many points. Bulls minus 3.5 at the Hornets. Jazz plus 7.5 in Memphis. Dallas minus 7.5 hosting the Nets. And the Warriors 1.5 point favorites over the T-Wolves. Knicks 4.5 point favorites tomorrow. Thunder 10 point favorites tomorrow in Vegas. All right, that does it for us. Blitz coming up from Baltimore, Army-Navy game. They'll be on at 2. We will see you on Monday. Go on.
This is 94.1 San Antonio